phenomenal pick. And the Jets are having one hell of a freaking draft. Wow, it's a hell of a draft by the Jets. Come on, how bad do you want it? I'm alive. Yeah, he's back. Okay. Oh, shoot, you gotta start from nothing. Dude, that's like four good picks in a row. Damn. Jake, another good pick in a row. Drake Holiday. Shamla. Boom. Boom. I mean, story, whatever it takes for niggas to see that. I'm here for the whole time. Jake Holiday. I'm ready. Dude, I'm commercial break. I'm gonna get back to this. Too many commercial breaks. No, it has. It was a great first round. Um, it was a great first round. You know, a lot of the first round. You know, it's a lot of there's always a lot of talk because there's a lot of bad picks, a lot of good picks. But it's fun. It was fun. The draft definitely feels more like it's getting more popular nowadays. A lot of people excited about it. They had 320,000 people there yesterday. Like the draft has definitely become more popular. With a lot of people, like people are definitely up for it. So it looks packed again today. So yeah, it was a great first round. I loved it. I loved it. The good picks, bad picks. Always, the draft's always gonna be fun, you know. And this is where it really gets good. You know, championships are really built, you know, after the first round, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. That's where teams that win championships really draft really well. So this is definitely exciting. The draft is always fun. It's gonna be. I'm excited to see what Green Bay takes right here. I'm really interested to see who they take. Um, what goes on? I like. Oh, Sammy Dread Let's go. I like the picks I like so far. Honestly, I like Pons for the Jets. I think the Jets have had a great draft class. Like you get Kenyon Sadiq, who's a freak. I really felt like Sadiq was wasted by Oregon. I'm not wasted. Like Dante Moore held him back. People don't understand how good that dude is because he had a bad quarterback play. But I love Sadiq. And then when you look at David Bailey, I loved him too. Could rush the passer. At worst, I think it would be like Donovan Ezra with Dallas. Even if he's not a superstar guy, which I think he will be, he's going to be a high level pass rusher. And somebody can get pressure on the quarterback. Then, uh, yeah. And then I forgot what else they got to. Omar Cooper's a stud too. I like him a lot. I love the Seahawks pick. Aaron Price is um Aaron Price is really, really good. You can hear me now. Yeah, Big Sam. No, I'm excited. This is fun. I like that pick for the Packers, Brandon Cisse. Yeah, I was on mute there for a second, but I like the Cisse pick. That's a really good pick. I love Cisse. This was a premier dude. I think he could be a shutdown corner in the league. Packers biggest. I think Packers so bad at corner they end up they were so bad they had to end up trying to move some receivers to the corner. You always know me. I keep on basketball. That's a guarantee. Um, I know this is really about anything. I'm here to talk about anything. You know me. I mean, shoot, I talk about basketball, football, college football, college basketball. Like I'm really up for talking about anything. So whatever you got, I'm ready to talk about it. But yeah, but yeah. Let's see what's going on with the Colts here. Who the Colts gonna take? Oh shoot, let me zoom out of this. Let me see Colts. CJ Allen, that's a really good pick. Thumper backer in the box. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. No, yeah, I even see this Sixers Celtics game. It's a close game too. I'm surprised the Celtics are they do not the Celtics don't look good. Uh I think KD is who he is. He really made it. It is. He made a bad decision. Going to Houston. I said it before that was the worst. I never thought I did. I turn my back. I didn't turn my back on. It was just like I know I made a mistake, and I made a mistake that choosing Phoenix. The time I did it because like KD was there, and I got too excited and like no, I should have just went with what was the best, like the best team. I do love KD. He's my favorite, probably my favorite athlete honestly of all time. I mean, him and Arch are definitely up there. But uh, like uh, bro, it just like I didn't like I said my two standards. I got to believe in the front office, and I got to know that they're passionate and care about basketball. And so they met those things, and so yeah, bro, you know how I feel about Arch. Him and KD are definitely two dudes I have a lot of up there when it comes top two. And then Ant is three probably right now, but Arch for sure. But no, like KD is when it's said not like I think everybody knows the Rockets are toast, and I think that's kind of what it is. Why even put yourself in that go out there? And it's like Jabari Smith came out and said, "Oh well," he pretty much came out and said like, "Oh well, KD, it doesn't matter." He pretty much said it doesn't matter if you're getting double team. You still got to go and like get your shots off, and like you still got to go out there and score, bro. Who do you think Kevin Durant is? Jesus? Like I don't know. Like no one is scoring when you're getting doubled the way he is. The Lakers are literally saying we're not even going to guard the rest of the other guys. We just want to focus on you. No matter where KD gets the ball, only way KD's going to score versus that, unless they just go, they just have like some kind of like 6 second offense where he gets the ball quick and goes and gets a basket. Because other than that, the Lakers are content leaving these guys open and not letting KD score because they saw what KD did to them in the first half when he torched them. So it's like, I mean, what can you do at that point? And teammates are saying that. Like that team definitely doesn't like each other, and it makes me think those tweets are real about what happened with KD personally. So they are, and I think that's a good position for. I think that's a good position for. Uh, I really think that's a good position. That's a good position for Embiid to be in because he might not have to be a number one or number two. He might be able to be a number three. But the Celtics are, if they lose, if even if they don't lose a series, if it goes six, that's embarrassing. And you're not. I don't think you're winning a championship like that because how can you go six with the Sixers with no Embiid? I'm not saying like Edgecomb's a rookie by the way. Wow, Eli Styles just went to Philadelphia. Boom, straight from Dengar. Shampoo does hoop like it hurts. I'm not a fan of Shampoo. Um, that's crazy. Like I got to. I'm not a fan of Shampoo. Um, I haven't been a fan of him for a while. He's overrated. That was a bad pick. They should have. I honestly, I made a video saying they should have traded Amen Thompson at the deadline before deadline even passed, and they probably should have traded Shampoo too because now the value is tanked. You're not going to get what you should have got for Shampoo. I think he's making over $20 million. So that like you're toast at that point for Houston. Uh, Lakers in five, and I think if you're a Lakers, you need to. I think if you're a Lakers, I'm thinking about a chance of making the conference finals because if Jalen Williams isn't there and if you can get Luka and Reeves back and Jalen Williams won't be there, then the Lakers are a chance to beat the Thunder. And I think it's more than a chance. I think they will. Like honestly, uh, um, no, I mean honestly, you're probably not wrong, but I don't think either one of them are going to win a championship with them as second option. I mean, has Jalen Green been phenomenal versus Thunder? Like if Jalen Green is out there killing the Thunder, I may feel different. Um, but like it's not it ain't like he's just like a walking superstar. So I think they were kind of screwed no matter what. I mean, maybe he would have been better, probably. Probably honestly, if he would have been better, but I'm not sure. It wasn't like he won. I don't think he would have won a championship as a second option, anyways. I think KD should have just went to the Minnesota. I think then this is no bias. I said it before. He should have went to Timberwolves. Ant was the closest thing. Like literally, like the plan, he was hot, and then he gets to the playoffs. Like he's not. It ain't like he dropping 35 versus Thunder. Like you know what I'm saying. I personally think like Green's a good player. He's probably like a third or fourth option, probably on a championship team. but that's the thing. Next thing about that is you're not gonna. But he's not gonna. Is he ever gonna get paid? It's almost the same thing with Towns. Can you win a championship with Towns? Yes. Can you win a championship with paying Towns the money you're paying him? No. You can't win a championship paying the money you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to pay. You're not gonna win a championship paying that because he's not gonna get paid like a third, fourth option. He's gonna get paid like a number one, number two. So that's honestly the biggest like that's kind of the biggest thing in the NBA is like your money determines like they talk about all the time. Your money determines your role almost in the NBA. Like you're getting paid 40 million, you got to play like you're worth 40 million. So that's the tough thing about these contracts these days and that kind of stuff when it comes to money. And yeah, but yeah, I mean, no, Eli Styles is huge, man. I mean, that's crazy that he's going to. I mean, that's a perfect fit though. Philadelphia's having a phenomenal draft because McCoy. I think I think he could. McCoy, it's a big risk. It's just he has a lot of injury concerns following him. Like you're taking a big risk when you drafted him, just because like is he going to stay healthy? He's going to be healthy. He I mean he was supposed to be healthy, and then another report came out and said that he's dealing with something else now. So I think he definitely could, just because people aren't going to take a chance on him. Not this early. I think he definitely could. People are not going to take a chance on that, bro. Especially with the corners in this draft, I don't think people want to take a chance on Jamal McCoy. Um, So with the way it's going, I think he definitely could. But if you're Seattle, you only have 4 picks. So if you take a chance on McCoy, right? I mean, you only have 3 now. So if you take a chance on McCoy and you miss, then you have 2 picks left, and you're 1 for 2 on draft picks right now. And you miss on McCoy, so that's not a good position. Seattle, that's not a good position to be in if you're Seattle. Seattle has some holes to fill. They need help at corner. The Rams, they killed us. Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua killed us. Go watch that game. They killed us. We do not have an answer for those guys. We need a corner. Like we're not going to get away with that in the future. I'll just say that now defensively. Um, so yeah, we don't have the talent that some of the other defenses have, which makes it more impressive for McDonald. But yeah, that we need at least one. I don't know how they're going to do it. They just don't have a lot. But 27 we're chilling. But this year, I don't know, man. To repeat, I don't know if we have enough. Thoughts on Kevin Garnett? I mean, ain't much thoughts on him. I mean, really great player, greatest player in Minnesota Timberwolves history. Um, but the thing about Garnett is like he's the greatest player in Minnesota Timberwolves history. But I think Ant could pass him depending on what he does. But it's gonna be him and Ant when it's all said and done. At least in our lifetime, when we're like 30, 40, it's gonna be him and Ant. Need McCoy. Like I said, I'm iffy on McCoy. I'm iffy on McCoy. The injury is concerning. Like I said, you just can't miss. You only have 3 picks left. You can't miss on that. So, I'm looking towards 2020. Bro, McCoy it's just health, bro. Like the same thing with Jordan Tyson, the dude from Allen, went number 8. He's that guy. But if you can't stay healthy, then it doesn't matter what you are as a player. Your best ability is availability. And like you can be you. It's hard to be that guy from the bench. Like it's just hard, bro. It's hard to do that. It's impossible. So that's the problem. Same thing with Banks from Florida, D tackle. You can't stay healthy, you have no value. So that's a big thing. I want McCoy. I mean, I don't say I want him, but like I just want to see him be healthy, bro. And it's just like you can't do that. It's hard for teams to take chances on you. So it's definitely going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But like I said, 2027. How good? I mean, McCoy's legit. No one's questioning that. But he's as good as it gets. But health is going to be a big factor. But I'm looking towards 2027. Me personally, like when it comes to Seattle, I think we have 12 draft picks next year. So I mean, it's not really going to be. I'm not, that maybe when we get back up to being true, take the defense to another level and be true contenders. Um, but yeah, this is definitely. Let me see, Jukas from Illinois. I mean, the Patriots needs a pass rush help. They ain't getting none. That's not bad. I'm not too mad at that for New England. Um, but Stowers is the pick I like a lot. Stowers is the pick I like, replacing Goddard in the future. I guess they're going to trade Goddard, I'm thinking, and trade Brown. Brown sooner. Probably maybe Goddard has one more year, or I think Goddard's his contract's gonna be over. So Stowers is a stud. I loved him. Him and Sadiq were my top 2. I'm pretty sure in this draft. So I loved him. Eagles are having a pretty good draft class offensively. I just think the Eagles need a quarterback to unleash that draft class. That quarterback isn't so great in Philadelphia. He's held a lot of those guys back offensively. The Jets are having a really good draft. The Jets are gonna come up. I'm gonna keep saying it. That they having a Pons is a stud. It reminds me of a Jade Barn out of Texas. Reminds me maybe of an Avian Terrell in that mold. In the Eli Bowen. A lot of these guys get docked because of their height, but you make plays. You make plays. Pons does that. I think the Jets have hit on all four of their picks so far, and I think all four of the guys they got are going to be really, really high level players. So I mean, just watch out. They may even get them an arch. If they get that done, man, start winning Super Bowls with the Jets here soon. So yeah, I like what they got going on. I definitely be looking out for them in the future for sure. Um, yeah, CJ Allen is good. I like C for the Packers. They need a corner. They have black corner depth, big time, big time, big time. They need a corner help, big time. For Green Bay, they got that. That Cisse could be a shutdown guy. Him and Terrell, I was high on. I thought. Nate Burkhardt. I'm not mad that. Oh, now you want to yell? Okay. Burkhardt, honestly, uh, I like Burkhardt. I like him. I think he's really, really good. Really, really good tight end. He's quality. I think, especially vertically. Like I think that guy in the passing game could be a weapon. He came alive this year for A&M. I mean, we could all agree McCoy's elite, but McCoy has to stay healthy. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about his health. His play is A. His health is C or D right now. So a lot of teams are passing on him. Is the reason why he hasn't been drafted yet. So it's like, again, big risk. Who's going to take it? So because if you hit, you look like a genius. If you miss, you're screwed. Especially like I said, for a team like Seattle, only has 3 draft picks left. Um, and we have high expectations. Uh, I mean, there's some meds, but I mean, it's not. But it's still. I mean, we do have a lot of advanced science stuff, like a lot of to get players healthier and that kind of stuff. But it still hasn't stopped them from. Still doesn't stop the fact that players. There's still players who are injury prone, made of glass. Didn't stop him from getting hurt. Didn't stop Jordan Tyson from getting hurt. Didn't stop Caleb Banks from getting hurt. Like, I mean, like I just have to call it how I see it, bro. I mean, those guys are just they've been injury prone. The really good players are injury prone, and I mean, so you got at some point you got to take your health serious at some point, and like, hey, I'm gonna do what I got to do to get on this field and stay on this field, so I can be the best player I could be. Yeah, 64-64, Boston Sixers. I'm telling you, dude, if Boston loses, they have to blow that up, man. And who do you keep? I like keeping Brown and trading Tatum, but I don't Tatum. It's like that Tatum in Boston is like LeBron in Cleveland. Just I don't know. They're not or like SGA and OKC. Like just not trading that guy, man. So I don't know if they lose. Though they're gonna go down. Whether it's 1-1, they're gonna go at 2-1 to the Sixers. There's still another home game left with Maxi and VJ Edgecombe a rookie. Like if they lose that, they're screwed, bro. Like they have to blow it up. Something's got to change. Like those two just can't coexist. Like someone's got to go. So and dude, I had Boston make it out the East. That would blow my whole bracket up. Cheese freak, bro. If the Hawk, I tell you how bad the East is, bro. Uh, me personally, if OKC is healthy with Jalen Williams, they're gonna win a championship. They're gonna go back to back. If Jalen Williams is not healthy, then I think I'm looking at the Spurs or the Timberwolves. It sounds crazy, but like maybe the Lakers. I don't know. It's just like OKC's clearly the best team when fully healthy. It's just Jalen Williams. I don't know what happened to him this year because I don't remember this being a problem for him. So if OKC's fully healthy, I think it's OKC. If they're not fully healthy, I look at the Lakers. If they can get Luka and Reeves back, I look at the Timberwolves with that defense they got, and I look at the Spurs. Those will be my 3 teams to win a championship. If it's not, in between those 3. If it's not OKC, if OKC's not healthy, honestly. Um, so yeah, I'm liking this for sure. I'm liking this for sure. I'm liking this for sure. I love talking ball. So shoot, this is a lot better than doing the videos. Just people can ask questions and talk, and I can just answer right then and there. I don't got to write paragraphs all day. So this is definitely a lot more fun. Big Jaden. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Um, but it's gonna be fun. This playoffs is gonna be fun. It's kind of up in the air. You don't know what you're gonna get. Nah, it definitely could be too. That too. I'm definitely thinking about doing that in the future. But this playoff, I mean, playoffs is gonna be fun. I'm excited because you really don't know what's gonna happen. Like I didn't see the Knicks going like being down 2-1 to the Hawks. I did not see that coming. With another home game left to go. So it's like with the issues of Brunson, right? I didn't think that kind of stuff. Like same thing with the March Madness. Like the same thing with college football playoffs. Like you just don't. It's so hard to predict playoffs because you got everybody's elite. Everybody can do it. So it's like predicting the playoffs and like trying to do all that kind of stuff. Like it's really hard to do, man, because you just don't know who's gonna win. Everybody's elite. Everybody can hoop. Everybody can coach. And so it's just like the smallest margins will change the whole dynamic of the playoffs. So it's gonna be fun. Timberwolves. Timberwolves is definitely Timberwolves definitely my team. Used to be, I used to be a big KD guy. So because KD made me watch basketball. So that used to be my guy. If it wasn't for KD, I don't know if I'd be invested in NBA the way I am. So I used to go like whatever team he was at, I was with. But after he left Brooklyn, I think like Phoenix, I want to got my own team. So Timberwolves, Ant Man, and I love the organization. Tim Connolly, I think is one of the. I don't think I know. It's one of the best GMs, roster builders in the whole NBA. And then I love I forget who's the owner now, the former baseball player. He's like a Hall of Fame or whatever. He's passionate. He's at every game. He's at the road game. The first 2 games in Denver, he was there. So it's like that's what I look for in organization. Like he was passionate. So that's my team, Timberwolves. I love them, and so yeah, I just we'll see. I'm just hoping. I just. My question with Minnesota, honestly, is like, bro, do we have enough talent to win a championship? I don't know if we do. Like not enough talent, but like, do we have the second option? I know we have Ant, but do we have the second option next to Ant to win a championship? That's my own question with Minnesota. But yeah, I'm a big Minnesota guy right now. The team wins and they're fun to watch. And Ant's just he's box office, bro. And like, we're beating Denver right now. Like it's pretty fun. Gobert proving me wrong, proving everybody wrong. Like that dude has just gotten like everybody talks about Steph, KD, and LeBron getting better at age. How about Rudy Gobert getting better with age? Like he doesn't get enough credit for how much better he's gotten defensively with age. So I mean, I think he I don't think I know he needs more credit for what he's doing at such an old age. Um, Ant Man, Ant Man is legit. And hold on, I just saw that the Eagles traded for Gennard. It says the Eagles trade third round picks and sign him to a 4-year, $100 million deal. Sure, I like that. I like that for the Eagles. That's a good little deal. They need pass rush help. They lose Jalen Fields to the Panthers. You get Grenard. He's been a big time pass rusher since going back. I remember him in Houston when he came on the scene at Houston with the Texans years ago. He's been like that, just to do that gets to the quarterback. So I like that for Philadelphia. 100 mil. So you get that with Jalen Carter. And keep that going. I think I like what Philly's building. My thing with Philly's a quarterback. It's not so much everything else, but they need a pass rush up for sure. They got that for sure with Grenard. I like that. 2 third round picks. I'll take that. 100 million. That's pretty good for what he can give you. That dude's a big time pass rusher. Um, I like Logan Jones to the Bears too. He's quality. The linemen from Iowa are quality. Jennings Dunker from Iowa. I love him. I'm surprised he hasn't gone yet. They had a big run on. There was a I think that's been like a record yesterday. The amount of linemen drafted yesterday, but I love Dunker. Dunker is one of my guys. Logan Jones I like too a lot. So those Iowa linemen, I don't know who their own line coach is, but he's he's doing a hell of a job. Those linemen are legit. Protect Caleb Williams. The Bears are a problem. Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams. I don't know why. I don't know, man. Kid, the fact we let those two get together is a problem. Those two, him, Williams and Johnson are gonna be a problem for a long time. That's a big time problem, bro. Everybody threw spat on Caleb Williams' name. He's legit. That dude's legit. McDaniels has been hooping. I love McDaniels. I love McDaniels. But the thing with McDaniels is like, is he going to continue this versus OKC versus Spurs? That's the thing with McDaniels. That's going to be the difference in elevating his game. Is he going to be that championship second op? Like, can he take that rollover? That'll be the big question. Can he continue to do this for second, third finals? Western Conference Finals. But he's been hooping. My problem Minnesota isn't the first two rounds. My problem Minnesota is the last two rounds. The conference finals and the finals is the team just falls apart. It's like they unravel. And I mean, it's the conference finals. This is the best of the best. So it's not really too shocking. The best pick I think is probably maybe Downs to Dallas. Once in a generation safety. Once in a generation defensive prospect. I think probably like that was a steal, dude. For a team that needs so much help on defense, they couldn't have gotten a better pick. Like he can play so many different roles and do so much. He cleaned up. Ohio State fans are going to learn the hard way how valuable. And I know they appreciate him, but they're going to really appreciate him when they play this year, and they're going to see, wow, man, we weren't having these problems when Downs was here because he cleans up so much for you in the back end. Dude, I'm telling you, Downs is really good, man. I mean, even this dude right here, McNeil Warren, like the Browns are having a really. I mean, that was a quality pick. McNeil Warren, adding him to that was already one of the best defenses in the league is a problem. I mean, that's a little concerning, but that was a great pick by the Browns. I love that McNeil Warren. But yeah, Downs is you're not gonna. This is great for a team that needs defensive help. If you're the Cowboys, you want to follow that method. Can we be like the Bengals a couple years ago? Have a good enough defense because we know our offense is legit. We have a good enough defense to get to the playoffs, and yeah, then I will see what happens there. I'm not too big a fan of Dak in the playoffs, but I think all Jerry needs is, Jerry. I feel like all he wants is to get to the playoffs, and then he's kind of just, I don't know if he really cares to win Super Bowls like that. But yeah, that's kind of where I see it for them. I think they could do that. I mean, the Rams just did it, so I mean, they didn't have that great of a defense. They made the NFC Championship game. So if you have the quarterback on the offense, you can do it. We've seen it NFL. We've seen it in the college game too with Lincoln Riley and them, some other teams. So, uh, but no, that pick by the Browns is phenomenal. That defense is legit. I love the Browns head coach. I think they made a great hire. They got Fanio yesterday. Got a great pick. Their offensive line was horrible. So got Concepcion. He reminds me of Shaheed in Seattle. Going to be a problem on special teams. Going to be a problem as a receiver. Threat anytime he gets the ball in his hands. The Browns are. It's going to be funny because I can really see a world like the Browns and the Jets end up coming up and being some of the top teams in the league. I honestly, I've said before, Marlon Klein to the Texans is very interesting. I don't know if that was really the need, but um, I feel like honestly, I feel like the Jets. I feel like the Jets have on every pick. Um, I would have liked the Giants if they could have addressed receiver. I really feel like they've just spent so much on they D line and their front seven in general. Like right now, they lost Wandell to the Titans. They have nobody opposite of Neighbors, like to really take anything away from him, any kind of coverage help or anything like that. So if the Giants could address receiver, I'd have liked that. And then they passed on Downs too. So that's kind of like two qualms of the Giants draft class. But I had the Jets. You got Sadiq, who I believe got held back by. I know he got held back by Dante Moore. If Sadiq played a real quarterback, he would have been a top 10 pick. He would have been like people looked at him the same way they looked at Colson Loveland and Tyler Warren. Like he lost some respect because he didn't have the season he probably people thought he was going to have because of the quarterback play. But you got David Bailey, who's going to be a big time pass rusher. You got Omar Cooper, who's going to be a stud at receiver. Then you just went and got D'Angelo Pons. I don't think anybody's having a better draft than the Jets right now. For a team with a lot of holes, they're getting a lot of quality players. And they already had Brees Hall. They already had Garrett Wilson. So, like, they're setting up to where, like the Cardinals, all you need next year is a quarterback and then go spend some in free agency, and you're going to be right there to be a playoff team and maybe even make a Super Bowl run here in the future. That's what they're doing. They're setting the table to be a Super Bowl team here in the future. So I like it. Shoot, the Jets would probably be my pick. This is honestly an interesting pick by the Texans. Marlon Klein tight end. Uh, I don't know if I really be too high on that, but the Texans don't have a lot of holes though. That's the thing. There's like some of these teams are kind of funny. Like a lot of these teams don't have like crazy holes. They just got to go win. Like Stroud just got to be that guy. But I mean, I guess that'd be a good pickup. Add some more depth to the tight end room, but I'm not too sure I'm too high on that. We'll see what the Titans do. I love Tate. I wasn't a fan of Falk. Tate was a phenomenal pick. Cam Moore needed number one. You have Gunnar Helm. You got Alec Io Manor. You got Chimere DK. You needed that number one guy because I feel like Gunnar Helm. They have a lot of guys that are number twos and number threes. Now you get the number one and Tate, and those guys got Wanda Robinson. Cam Ward, I think, could be in MVP discussions this time next year. We look at him a lot differently. I love Love at three. Um, I've I felt like again setting the table. Jeremiah Love, Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr. If you plug in a Drew Mastermaker and Arch Manning, Brendan Sorsby, the kid up at NC State, CJ Bailey, plug in one of those guys, that team's gonna be we're gonna sit here and be like, wow, this team was ready to win. Like they're loaded. They have the quarterback and they got the playmakers around him. Paris Johnson already at left tackle, so probably address the O line a little more, but they got their franchise tackle. So I mean, I loved it at three, and that's how you help quarterbacks, anyways. I don't care what kind of quarterback you have, give them a superstar running back. If you give that kind of weapons to an Arch Manning or a Drew Maker or a CJ Bailey, they're gonna unstoppable. Superstar running back, superstar receiver, superstar tight end. Like, how do you defend that? That's gonna give people nightmares, bro. With Jeremiah Love, like that's gonna be unstoppable. I love the pick, great pick, you know. So as a pick, and think like if you look, I forgot they showed a stat yesterday. This dude, if you look at him coming out of school, to me, same level as Christian McCaffrey. He's in that same conversation as Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, and Jameer Gibbs. Like you just don't pat. Those guys are you draft those guys top 10 because they're going to be playmakers, and so yeah, I like it. I love it honestly. That guy's going to be a stud. Going to be a stud. Him and Price. That's the best running back duo I've seen in college, like ever. I've never seen anything better than that. Those dudes are legends, like legit. Don't get enough respect. I wish Notre Dame could have made the playoffs so people could have even seen them again. How great those guys really were. Big fan of what they did. That was pretty special. Price is gonna be special in Seattle, and he's gonna be special in Arizona. So it's gonna be fun to watch what those two teams do in the future. And honestly, it's gonna be fun to watch the NFC West with 49ers are old and Matthew Stafford's getting no younger. Ty Simpson, interesting pick, especially when there's a lot of guys next to you could have got them out of fell. So I think Rams may end up regretting that long term. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Cardinals may have the best long term runway if they hit on the quarterback in the NFC West. It might be them. It may be them. Honestly, they're doing something good in Lafleur. So we'll see what they can do. Let me see what Tennessee does right here. Wow! Boom! Ant Hill. For now, man, I think say something. This is the guy I'm high on right now. So Ant Hill, my comp for Ant Hill. I made a TikTok about this. My comp for Ant Hill, honestly, is Micah Parsons. I think this guy has Micah Parsons' pass rushing ability. I'm just gonna be real. I think somebody has got the next Micah. I think they just got the next Micah Parsons. Anthony Hill's legit. This guy can rush the passer. I'm not so sure he's an inside linebacker. I think I off the ball linebacker. I think this guy needs to be going forward. And think about it. You drafted Falk. Falk can't rush the passer for squad, and he's not going to just magically do that in the NFL. He hasn't done that his whole career. It's not going to happen. So let's get that out of our head. They got Jermaine Johnson. He ain't no big time pass rusher. So I think Tennessee, if they want to maximize this dude, you stick him off the edge. I'm telling you because I watched this kid since like his junior year of high school. I've been watching this kid, and this kid needs to be going forward after the quarterback. He had 8 sacks his sophomore year when he was actually being used going forward, rushing the passer off the edge. Like, this guy needs to be going after the quarterback. Everybody wanted to make Arva Reese Arva Reese is going to be the pass rusher in this draft class. He's going to be the next Micah Parsons. And the funny thing is I think it's going to be Ant Hill. I think he's going to be what everybody wants Arva Reese to be. I think it worked out for Arva Reese because Arva Reese, to me, he made his best. When you notice him most is when he was at inside linebacker. When he went to edge, it's kind of when he disappeared at the back end of the season to me. So, yeah, Ant Hill's phenomenal. I like that. I love that for Tennessee. That's big time. That is big time for sure. Like this kid is, man. I think he's got a future All Pro, man. That's a phenomenal pick. I love it. Tennessee, they remind me a lot of Seattle. Rob Sala's one of the best defensive. Oh, Max Clear. Wow, the Titans took Max Clear out of Ohio State. Man, I'm not so sure. I'm not too high on that one, but we'll see. He didn't really get utilized at all at Ohio State, so they probably see something in him. But I mean, you could have got Sadiq yesterday. But no, like when it comes to Titans, like when you look at Brian Dable, I'm gonna show you why it reminds a lot of Seattle. Brian Dable, this could be your Clint Kubiak, and he is. We know he's good enough to be a head coach. He didn't work out, but he's gonna get another chance. He's an elite offensive mind, no matter what you got to say. The reason why the Giants offense fell off once he got fired. I mean, just be real, fell off once they fired him. Rob Saleh can be that Mike Macdonald. I'm not saying Rob Saleh is as good of a defensive mind as Mike Macdonald, but he's an elite defensive mind, flat out what it is. It reminds me a lot of what Seattle had going on. And honestly, I feel like Cam Ward is going to be better than Sam Darnold maybe short term and long term. Cam Ward has a chance to be one of the great quarterbacks we've seen in our lifetime. People don't understand how good that dude is, but I'm high on him. So I love what they're doing. Tennessee's going to really shock people. It won't shock me, but it'll shock everybody else. I love it. That's a phenomenal pick. Rob Saleh that couldn't have been a better place for Tannehill to go. Max Clare, I'm not so. I wasn't too high on him when it comes to tight ends. I like Star Sadiq. I know there's a couple other guys I like too. I'm not too big a fan of that, but I mean, he can get vertical. They're probably betting on what they saw at Purdue. Like, hey, we saw this guy at Purdue make plays, make stuff happen. Rookie of the year is gonna be Carnell Tate. Maybe that's who I would look at. Honestly, with Cam Moore, I really don't see how he doesn't win it, but that'd probably be my pick. Um, Love's gonna struggle a lot. Well, first of all, he's in the toughest division of football, so you're 6 games out of you're playing the Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks 6 games out of the year, and so he'll probably be able to eat versus the Rams, maybe. But like for the 49ers defense and I see those defense is going to be pretty tough for him. That's going to be tough behind that offensive line. I think it wouldn't shock if he struggled like Genty did. Not because he's not a great player, because the offensive line just isn't good enough. And he may have some big games, but there's gonna be other games we just can't do anything because it's just you don't have the players. So I would lean Carnell Tate for offensive rookie of the year. Defensive rookie of the year, I'd probably go Downs. Honestly, Downs is going to, but people love him, bro. And I think the Cowboys fans love him. I can already see like the way like those Cowboys fans are gonna ride for that dude. I can tell you that right now. Like if you speak on Caleb Downs, you better come correct. Cowboys fans will get after you for sure. Those probably got 2 picks. It's a shame Ohio State. I mean, I just named 2 dudes from Ohio State. Rookie of the year overall, I don't know. We'll see. But those probably I was like offensively, defensively, probably my top 2 guys, Downs and Tate. Shame on Ohio State for not at least winning a playoff game with the talent they put in this draft. Mendoza, like to me, he's like a Walmart version of Jared Goff. That's kind of the way I look at Mendoza. I, like I expectations for Mendoza. I mean, I don't know. I say this. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't think it'll take long because the dude works his butt off. He has a great mind for the game, so he'll learn to play with quick, all that kind of stuff. But to me, I think he's going to be like Jared Goff. I don't think he's going to light it up. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. At times can have some really good games, but I don't think he's ever going to be anything special. So I think he'd be a good quarterback. I don't think he'd be anything special though. I think they're going to have the Raiders are going to have the same problem the Lions are having right now. We have a really good roster. Why can't we win a Super Bowl? Because we don't have the quarterback. The quarterback you actually need, the Lions needed, they traded, which is actually funny about the whole situation. Looking at it from like an outside perspective. So yeah, if the Lions had Matthew Stafford, they probably would have won a Super Bowl by now. On the team they have right now, they probably would have won a Super Bowl. Probably be going for number 2 like the Rams are. So yeah, but Mendoza, I'm not too high on him. He's just not. He's not the Burrow. He's not those guys. He's just not what some of the other guys have been at the number 1 pick. And I think some of the guys in the future, like Maker and some of the other guys, are going to be in the NFL. So it's going to be interesting to see how it is, how everything plays out. And they might right at the commercial. But yeah, I mean, like I said, but Raiders fans are excited. He's another one. Raiders fans love him, but sadly enough for Raiders fans that they haven't been through enough. I think they're going to be a little let down with what they get from Mendoza. I think they're expecting the MVP guy, and I just don't see it. Like I don't see it. Like I think Cam Ward was the guy I was high on. Like yeah, the guy's number 1 pick. He's MVP. But like the way I feel about Cam Ward, I don't feel that way about Mendoza. I don't. So like that's kind of like the whole issue right now. Is like I think they're gonna be let down, and it's just like I just don't look at him the same way as some other guys coming out, or I will in the future. Like the kid from Cal, that Sagapalate kid is off. I mean, he's ridiculous. He He's a little different. The kid at Pitt, Mason Heischel. So it's just like I said, it'll be a little let down, but I think he's golf. Golf. You'll win with him, but you're not. I don't think you'll win a Super Bowl. And so yeah, but Kubiak is building it right. He's gonna give him a run game. You got Brock Bowers generational. You got Genty generational doing stuff we haven't seen in a long time. So he's building it right. Um, doing the right things. So they're gonna win though. It's gonna be weird. A lot of these teams, Raiders, Browns, Jets, could be top in the future. Boom, Igbinosun from Ohio State. I mean, this is not a bad pick, Igbinosun. He's handsy. It'll be interesting to see how he gets officiating. That's going to possibly be the biggest question on Igbinosun coming out of Ohio State in the NFL is how how are they gonna how handsy are they gonna let him get? 'Cause if he gets handsy, he can be locked down. But that's going to be his big issue. And like, how long is he going to take to adjust to the NFL officiating? And a lot of times it comes down to the crew. Some crews will let you. I watch guys get mauled. Like literally, I probably, depending on the crew and who your team is, you might hate David Minoson by the time the game is over. But there also could be games where it's like the other team might love Minoson because some crews are going to be on him like nobody's business. They're gonna be like, yeah, we're not letting you get all these handsy and mauling dudes. So it's the NFL officiating, like every sport, is just up and down. You don't know. It's just human beings are different. So, um, but yeah, I think that's kind of iffy pick. I'm more disappointed the Bills haven't gotten. I'm more disappointed honestly that the Bills have not won an address receiver. Like they got DJ Moore, but like Chris Bell sitting right there. I thought that'd be a good pick to kind of just go pick up a Chris Bell. Like why? Like what's the holdup? You know what I'm saying? Like I know he's hurt, but I mean, unless the injury's gonna affect who he is as a player, why even like what's the big deal? If he's gonna come back fully healthy and be what he was when he tore up Miami, go get Josh Allen number one. DJ Moore's not gonna be a number one on a championship team. He could be maybe a number two, number three, but he's not gonna be a number one. Khalil Shakir's not gonna be a number one. So I would like them to address receiver. Skylar Bell from UConn. Like I would like that. Appreciate it. Good night. Good night to you. Um Uh, but yeah, that's just kind of how I'm feeling. That's pretty much how I feel about it personally. Uh, but yeah, let me see the Chargers. My Hawks are coming up here soon. Chargers coming up here soon. It's gonna be real interesting to see what happens these last two picks. Chargers got Mesidor. Mesidor is um Jake Boom home run pick. Jake Slaughter. I like that. I love that. I love that Slaughter. I love that. That's a great pick. I know Nick Saban had did a little draft, like built his 11 guys, his 11 best guys in his draft class. He has Slaughter as a start center. I loved him. Underrated at Florida to address the O line. Thing for the Chargers is like, I think maybe you need another number one receiver with Herbert, but I think like they're giving Herbert a really, really, really good roster. He's got to go win with it. That's a really good pick, though. That's a really good pick. Somebody I could even see Seattle might have been taken, but this guy could easily be an All Pro. Wouldn't shock me if he was in the NFL. Okay, so it's just my boy Sam in here. All right, Sam. So not I don't gotta. I didn't know who this was. Uh, Sixers. Uh, oh, okay. No, he definitely was. He's a cool guy with good questions. I love this. You hopefully that's another subscriber. He said great analysis. What I like to hear. Hold on, I'm just gonna watch the game. Hold on, I'll put it up live right here, and then hold on, let me share this tab instead. And hold on, well I want to see my Seahawks take two. Okay, and I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna go because I have DirecTV pulled up right now. Oh, hold on, Seattle's picking. Let me see this real quick. 84-85. Right here, Sam. Let's do it. Um, okay, they're on commercial break. Hold on, let me go pull it up on Sports Search. 84-85. Got it. I cannot believe this is really bad. Like this is just like, bro. This sometimes there's too much going on. Maybe I'm just a fan of too many sports. Tatum, Tatum. Wow, hold on. Edgecombe, Maxi. Yes. Timeout, Boston. Yep. Wow, this is unbelievable. And it's kind of crazy that the series is gone because, like, I thought it was over. I remember watching game one. I stopped watching, bro. I legit stopped watching. I mean, I think everybody did. It was a beatdown. The man, Maxi and Ed, let me see what's going on. I haven't even been watching. Let me see who's doing what in this game. I know Maxi's definitely been a big factor. Tatum got 16, Brown got 17, Who's got 11, Uber has 13, Paul George has 16, Maxi has 29, 5 free from 3, 11, 24 from the field. He's killing. Edgecombe's not even having a big day. That's kind of scary. They definitely no, they might be. Here's the thing though. Think about it. Edgecombe only has 10. 5 for 16, 0 for 6 from 3. He's having a horrible game. The thing is, they're so loaded. Bonus giving you 10 points with 3 blocks. Max actually has 2 blocks. Paul George is giving you 16, 4 for 6, 6 for 12. Ube is giving you 13, 5 for 11. You know, he had the best game, but he's putting the ball in the basket, making some big shots. So it's like it's not even just the edge come. It's like look at the depth they have. People don't understand how deep they are. If these guys play literally, if they had an Embiid, bro, if you could have Embiid, and I feel like because I think Bona's honestly underrated. Honestly, if you put on a back as a backup big, you put Bona in that backup big spot, you'd have a real issue. Uh, I'm ready to see who Seattle's gonna take. Yeah, hold on, Seattle. I, I, I like, bro, and you got Embiid starting. You're gonna have a great. You have something great going right there. Yeah, so I like see. Oh, okay, okay, buddy love. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, hold on. Okay, let me show. Okay, boom. Yeah, let me say I saw somebody had joined, so I had to, because this is about the draft. So if I do that, just know because somebody joined. So it's nothing like that. But like okay, so yeah, so here we go, Seattle. Bud Clark, safety TCU. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh, we got my guy. Home run pick from TCU. Safety. This guy's a ball hawk. Wow, man, we on fire with the draft, dude. Seattle's killing it. This is crazy. Wow. Wait, who announced it? Is this Bradley McDougal? Oh, this is Cliff Averill. Okay, hold on. Bud Clark for TCU. There could not have been a better pick. Select Bud Clark, TCU, safety. This guy's a ball hawk. You ain't getting no better than this. It's a home run draft for Seattle. Woo! Man, this guy could be in the Hall of Fame one day. I'm calling it now. This guy could be in the Hall of Fame one day, man. This guy's legit. He's really really good. I love it. I love it for Seattle. When it comes to Dallas, let me go to the go real quick over here. When it comes to Dallas, so Dallas got Downs. Dallas got Downs. Safety from Ohio State, once in a generation. Uh, prospect like he is rare. he's massive to fix the defense. And they got the defensive end from UCF, Malachi Lawrence. He's more developmental. I wasn't too high on him, but Downs is the guy to know for Dallas. He's really good. And then they got the young, you know who else Dallas got was a linebacker from the 49ers, D Winters. I loved him coming out of TCU, out of school. That kid's like D Winters is going to be a stud for Dallas. I think getting him, they just traded for him like 30 minutes ago, and then getting Downs in the first round, the two guys I'd look out for as a Cowboys fan. That's going to help the defense big time. You already got a really good interior D line. If I'm Dallas, like I'm feeling. I mean, shoot, I like what's going on right now. So yeah, those are the guys to know. But yeah, Downs is the guy to know, and Lawrence we'll see. Like I said, development, but Downs and Winters are the two guys I like a lot for Dallas. It's gonna be a big difference. I think Dallas is there's no reason why I shouldn't be in the playoffs this year. The offense is good enough. The defense should be good enough. Interior D line with Quinnen and those guys. I think they should be in it. I mean, real talk. Just to be honest, like if they don't, something went really wrong, or like Dak got hurt again or something. Like it's as simple as that. Uh, Hold on, and then hold on, we look, Sam. Yeah, it'll be a good run. I think maybe if they run to Seattle, there'll be some challenges. No, but no, it's just gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun for sure. It's gonna be fun. And we play Dallas at home too, so that's gonna be fun. But no, yeah, Dallas should be making a run this year. They remind me a lot. I always said they remind me a lot of the Bengals in the NFC, where it's like they're the Bengals in the NFC. And I think they're kind of so they have the offense to make the run. The defense could be good enough. You can make a run. Like I said, the Rams just did it a couple of days ago. I think I'm gonna be honest. I was open to anybody. Just got Bud Clark. Like when I get off stream, I'll be able to kind of go enjoy that and watch the highlights and really get a better feel for him. But like this, Bud Clark is legit. Yeah, don't worry. Like we got some dudes too. Got us a good running back for Notre Dame. Had to replace Kenneth Walker. Went to the Chiefs. We lost him. So if we get if we see y'all, watch out. Like I said, we got we got a defense that could kind of maybe slow down that kind of offense, and then maybe Dallas is in trouble. Yeah. So as I said, last time we put a team that looked like the Rams, last time we put a team that looked like the Rams, was built like the Rams, really elite offense, bad defense, we smoked them. It'll be fun. With Lamb and Pickens, it'll be fun to see how Dak will play versus McDonald in that Seattle defense. It'll be fun. Like I said, it'll be fun, and we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to see. We haven't played on a while. We went on a run there for like a couple years ago, but it'll be fun to get back at y'all. This is us at our best now, or coming up at our best now. And honestly, this might be us on a down year. I'm gonna go say that now. I'm saying it now, so that way in the future, like remember I said that it could be us on a down year. Maybe even 2027 could be our best year. Maybe you had to catch us then. I'm gonna say that now just to kind of protect myself there. But nah, let me hold on. Hey, Sam, this Sixers game right now, 5-point game. 90-85. How you feeling? If you still in here. Let me see. Jumps alive. Who the Cardinals take? Let me go back here. Let's see. Cardinals got now it's Maxi needs help. Okay, let me see. I'm not watching it. Okay. Let me see. I'm at 80-85 right now. I just heard somebody yell, "That's ridiculous." Layup. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm at 6:20 right now, fourth quarter. Brown has it. Oh my gosh. He made it off the backboard. That was a very awkward shot. It was like a push shot floater, kind of. I don't know. Just threw it off the backboard. I don't know if you have a name for that kind of shot. Here we go. Maxi. Maxi. Drummond. Edgecombe. George. George. What the hell? What the hell? Brown. Fouled. Okay. You see that? What was George thinking? See, that's why you need an Embiid. Edgecombs are, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to win. Now, crunch time, Estrom's having a horrible game. Can he erase that and go be a superstar or star? How like mentally, it's hard for a rookie, man. When you're not having a great game and still going, hey, fourth quarter, it doesn't matter what's happening the rest of the game. I'm gonna still go out here and dominate. It's just simple. Wow. Carson went to the Cardinals. That's what I'm saying. Because right now they're going to rely on George. And George, I mean, what the hell was that? I mean, he might as well just let Maxey or whoever shoot it from the logo because that was a horrible shot. But here we go. Free throws. Bottoms. 91-85. Come on, Philadelphia. Okay, now they're going to break. Yeah, this is going to be tough for Philly. I'll be honest. But I mean, shoot. I looked it up and they said Embiid, there's no chance if he comes back. But, bro, like, it's just in a tough position. Like, it's hard to win these type of games. It's really hard. Hold on. Beck just went to the Cardinals. Wow. Shocker pick. Let me say it now. I'm actually not a fan of this because you're gonna get a quarterback next year. Why waste it on Beck? Like, can he help you win this year? And is he gonna help you win this year? Yes. But like, why waste the pick on Cardinals? You're gonna have a first top pick to get Beck next year. I really don't understand why you would do something like that. Not too big a fan of that pick. But yeah. I'll get if I get like a C. Let me go here. Boom. So okay, here we go. I think Philly went from one not having a couple years there. Yeah, they should have kept McCain. This is where you could have used McCain. I mean, McCain, honestly, the closest thing I ever seen to Steph. Play style wise, like he actually was a lot like Steph. Why you would trade that, I don't know. They should have kept McCain. I know. It's funny because Embiid went to the front office like, I need more help, and then they traded Dre McCain. Like, how is that gonna help him? I don't. Daryl Morey is kind of like I have big questions about him. I mean, shoot. I mean, VJ. He kind of looks smart, but he kind of looks dumb right now because the team is really good. And you're just struggling with Embiid. I don't know. They have a lot of questions, bro. Daryl Morey's in a tough spot. Embiid is consistently hurt. VJ Edgecombe looks like a future star. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I think Georges Niang, funny enough, said it enough. Like, what do you say? Like, when they were playing the Hawks on the road, like when Embiid comes back, you're gonna go right back to sitting in the corner. Like, it's kind of like what it is. Like, he's a guy, if he has a ball in his hands, can be a scorer. I think he could really be a difference maker. But it's like he just hasn't shown when he's playing with Maxey and Embiid and these top guys. He hasn't shown that he can be that guy that he was when they weren't there. Like when they're not there, he can be a 15 to 20 point guy, if not more. When they're there, he's not going to be a 15 to 20 point guy. So like that's kind of my thing with Maxey, Grimes. But yeah, let me go in and go right here. Let's see, Tyler Oyeta, Texas A&M. The hell? I guess that ain't a bad pick. Let me see. I'm not too big a fan of that pick for Denver. Out of Texas A&M. I'm not really high on Texas A&M defensive players in general. Dallas. Let me see. Let me see what they got. Let's see what they got. Dallas got a third round pick, third. They got 1/3, 3/4, and a 7th. So they're gonna have to do some more damage in the third, fourth round, and then they may have to make some trade or something. I'm not sure if they will. But yeah, Dallas got some more picks. Third, fourth round, a lot on 3. And after that, the draft's kind of over for Dallas. This computer is it gets the job done. I didn't even be on your end. I didn't even be on your end. That ain't on my end. But no, Dallas got some picks. They got picks, bro. They got the third rounder. They got the 3/4, and then after that, they kind of done. After that, they don't got nothing else left. Let me see. Let me go to how do I go rounds? Let me see what's going on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I ain't too high on Kieran Crawford. I like this kid a lot out of Auburn. Kieran Crawford is going to be a big time pass rusher in the NFL. The Raiders. I like what they're doing right now. This kid's going to be legit out of Auburn. I like him a lot. He was underrated for them, bro. I like him. Dirk is no, I think that's on your end. I think your end. I think on your end is showing some bad stuff. Like I said, I like Kieran Crawford's going to be a big time pass rusher, and he's going to be somebody teams will look back and say, "Wow, that guy may be a 70, $80 million, $100 million pass rusher in the NFL in the future." Like he's legit, bro. He was legit at Auburn, underrated. He's better than Falk. I'm calling it now. Kieran Crawford's better than Keldrick Falk. Calling it now. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. On my end, yeah, I think Nathaniel underscore five. Uh, yeah, that's on your end. You gotta fix that on your end. But nah, it's gonna be interesting to see who Eagles take. Very interesting to see who Philadelphia takes here soon. Let me go back to this. Let me go back to this Sixers right here. 90-92. 90-92 right here. Sixers Celtics. Let me see. And I'm way behind. I can't even see what's going on. Let me see what's about to go down. This could be the end of the era for Boston. Uh, Here we go. Oh my gosh. I can't believe Philadelphia's not even in this game right now. Okay, hit that. I'm a little behind. 4-point game, but it's really 2 point. Wow, how's Philadelphia even in this game? I'm shocked right now. I'm shocked Philadelphia even in this. This is kind of crazy right now. Uh, Let me see. Derek White layup. No, hell no. Philadelphia ball. Give me that. Heck no. Wow. I can't believe Andre Drummond just hit a three in a playoff game. This is crazy. You can't make this stuff up. The playoffs are unpredictable. Hold on. Maxi. Oh, he missed it. Okay. Oubre. 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 Wow. Man, Boston's in trouble, dude. Wow. Dog, this is big time. Wow, the East. If Boston gets put out in the first round, or even goes to six, if the Knicks, there's a chance the Celtics and Knicks get put out in the first round in the East. Wow. This is honestly the cost of our playoffs. Unpredictable, man. This is like March Madness stuff, bro. Unpredictable, bro. It's almost like Florida. It's like if you watch clubs of Florida Gators, like who saw them getting put out in the Sweet 16? I mean, in the round of 32. Who saw Florida losing around? No one saw that. Not many people saw that. Like, it's like, what do you do at that point? It's like you don't even expect that anymore. Like, this is kind of crazy. No Embiid and your Andre Drummond's hitting threes. Like, this is kind of crazy, bro. Wow. Um. Let me. Okay. No. I'm watching behind the scenes. I'm not sure if I can put it on the screen. Uh. I see. Okay, Nathaniel underscore five. You got a mouth on you, and I may need to shut it. No. I'm watching. I'm watching. I can't play it because then YouTube's going like. I mean, maybe I could honestly, but yeah. Big Sam, you still in here? Not 94, 92. Here we go. No, missed by Vucevic. Big Sam. Let me know you still here. Let me see. Tatum got the ball. Now it's going to Brown. Wants it on Maxi. Come get some of this. Jumper. Yes! Wow. 94, 92. I'm still a little, I'm like 30 seconds behind. I can lie. I'm taking off. The hold on. I'm just gonna like look away like it's almost like it's not there because it's ruining it for me, bro. I'm just gonna watch right here. Oubre. Maxi got White on him. Maxi, give me that. No, okay. Okay, no, hey, go 10. Go 10. Hey, all right. Hey, hold on. No need to throw it. Hold on. Let me tell you something. And that's why I'm in the time point in time that we're in. That's why I'm here right now. Is you can really in this life get away with it. That's what I'm gonna say on that. Here you go. White, back out Brown, uh, layup. Oh, okay, goaltending, count it. All right, let's see. This Brown's doing some work now. Like this is where I'm like, okay, if I'm looking, this is where I'm looking. Okay, if I okay, and then if I so I asked you, you got a mouth on you, dude. Hey, but this is why I look at what Brown like. No, but this is why I look at like these moments a lot, like because clutch time in NBA is considered 5 minutes or less. I'm looking at these type of games and saying like, hey man, like this is where I'm going to decide who I want to keep between Brown and Tatum. And right now, Brown's, I mean, even the broadcast, they're showing Brown's highlights right now. Like, they're giving him credit right now. He's putting on a game right now. This is some serious stuff. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is separated though. Like, if I'm gonna keep Tatum and Brown, moments like these, fourth quarter, this is gonna decide it for me. Like, simple as that. It ain't nothing else. So, everything else, like, this is what matters at the end of the day. Brown is 9 7 rebounds, 25 points. Like, this dude is putting on a show right now. You cannot ignore it. I, I got to keep the score up there, but yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, I am mad behind. Like, I might honestly, this is what I might do. Let me do this because I could just do it right here. I could go here and let me try to go so I'm not as behind as much because I do like what's going on right now. Okay, yeah, Nathaniel 5. I hear a lot of insulting coming from you. All I can do is laugh. uh, let me see. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can pull up. Can I even? Oh, is this game on Prime, bro? I can't even get this on Direct. No, I can't. So I can only watch it on there. Is what it is. I had to watch it legally. Okay, George down the drum and dunk. Give me that 2 point game. Well, now it's a 3 point game. All right, here we go. Tatum will snake the screen. Got Drummond. Bumps off of him. How is? Okay, so look at that. So look at that. How are we gonna call that? Yeah, I'm taking out the box score, and I'm just gonna do the draft so that way it doesn't spoil it for me. But look at that. How like that's my problem with NBA. How's it a foul? How's it a foul? Oh, Markel Bill just got drafted. He a free. He massive. How's it a foul? Like that's what makes it hard to watch. The uh, getting what works right now. Uh, getting what works right now. I think this is working for me, so I'm gonna stick with it. But no, that can't be a foul, bro. It can't be a foul. That's what makes the NBA hard to watch, bro. Uh, Dunk, Robin. Yeah, and yeah, trust me, I'm not trying to be fight reacts. Get myself. So yeah, but it's been a while, but like I said, getting the job done. So yeah. Uh, Tatum got it. Give me that. Wow, big shot. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, we go, George. Got it. Here we go. 98, 100. Tatum. Tatum. Vucevic. He didn't look at the rim. Defense. Defense. Oh, he locking that up. Locked up. Give me that. Pritchard. Oh! Wow! He just bailed him out. Wow, that's why you gotta have big time role players. Here we go. Just got to go to Maxi. I'm going to Maxi. I'm going to Maxi. Yeah, I'm going to Maxi. All right. Yeah. All right. Um, Role players, dude. Role players. That's why you gotta have big time role players. That's why you have big time. Yeah, big time role players. Big time shopping picture. Tatum got clamped by Edgecombe, so he just bailed Tatum out. That's why you gotta have. They gotta have him though. You gotta have him. I'm at commercial right now. I think it was 98-103, 98-103, where I'm at. With the score. So yeah, Peyton Pritchard that big shot bailed out Tatum, man. Edgecombe. I mean, man, if you're gonna get defense like that, what he can do offensively, like you're saying, man, it may be the best backcourt in the whole country, in the whole NBA. Like that was great, bro. That I'm saying he reminds me of Butler. Like he reminds me a lot of Butler, bro. He may be like another version of Butler. Like he'll do whatever it takes, bro. He'll give you 25. I can see him being a guy that gives you 25 and gives you some, all defensive team defense, right? And be a big time. I'm telling you, young whatever it's for. That jump shot is great. It is. It's not falling tonight, but it is a great shot. It is a great shot. Uh, uh so yeah, but yeah. Let me go and finish this game, and then and then I think some comments were made, and I'm trying to focus on calling the game. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying it. Too much distractions, so it's not more than that. Um, yeah. So yeah, honestly, he does have to score. Wait, who got me? No, it wasn't that he had me. It's he was coming at me, but it wasn't so much that he's coming at me. It's I got a message. Let's just say that he didn't stump me in any way. I got a message, and so that's kind of what stumped me. And so yeah, but how I want to handle that. But yeah, I'm just like I said, trying to focus on the game, and so comments that aren't gonna be about ball, I'm not really interested in right now. So I'm like I said, my channel's about sports, not about all the extra stuff. So that could be taken elsewhere. So yeah, I'm focused. Like I said, I'm focused on Celtics, Sixers right now, and having fun with that, and talking about that, and comments about sports is what I'm really looking to talk about, not anything else. So, but yeah, here we go. Uber at the line. Here we go. Uber. All right, here we go. One possession game right here. Uber. Got it. 3-point game. Ooh, okay. They're putting George on Tatum. Edgecombe on Pritchard. Here we go. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Pick and roll, Vucevic. Oh, he flips it. Okay, flips it. Oh, now he's got Bona on him on the perimeter. Here comes Derek White now. He wants Maxi. He doesn't get Maxi. Here we go. Tatum's taking Bona. I guess he didn't want Vucevic. No, missed it. White rebound. Pritchard, yes. Don't foul. Don't foul. Don't foul. Bona, Tatum. Ball game. Ball game. Later. Nigga. Celtics go up 2-1. This is over. This is over. Ball game. Wow. Tatum hit a big, I think that was a sidestep three over Bona on the right side of the court. Yep. No, it was a pull up three right over Devin Bona on the right next to the six, almost like right across from the scores table. It was deep, right over Devin Bona. 106, 100. Celtics up six. Tatum and Brown. You cannot write this stuff up. Like, if Tatum and Brown could do that in the clutch, this team's gonna be hard to beat. Simple as that. Simple as that, dude. And honestly, I'm surprised they had a chance to get Maxi matched up on him, and what Derek was going to come set a screen. He didn't take it. He wanted Bona. Big time plays, big time shots. Like, that's big from Tatum. Pritchard hit it. Brown's been doing it. Now Tatum does it. Like, come on, man. But yeah, man. This is big time, dude. So yeah, Celtics going up 2-1. Sixers have to come back on Sunday or Monday, I'm thinking. So, oh, okay, that Lakers game. Hold on, let me see, wild things happen. I don't want to leave too soon. I like what's happening here. I like what's happening here. Let me see if they finish. I need to see one more stop. I need to see one more stop. It's only a 3-point game, and like anything can happen. It's still 25 seconds left. Let me see this right here. Let's finish this. Maxi three, deep three. No, miss. Drummond rebound. Maxi got to get a hand up on him. They didn't. Maxi air ball. Okay, now it's over. Yes, yes, yes. Tatum to the rim. George fouls him. Drummond knocks it away because he's upset he just lost. Wow. Celtics. Who they play after this, man? This is wow. I mean, I don't know, man. I not think it'll take the Celtics all this to win this series, but and to win games in the series, especially. But it has. Okay, so that's over. So Sixers are Celtics are done. Um, let me go to the next. Lakers. Oh my gosh, I want to watch. I mean, the Lakers Rockets is. Let's see. Ooh, close game. If only they had a so now they play better without Durant. I mean, they're at home, so I mean, I guess it's like granted, like you can a 4-point game. I was seeing it was more like a blowout when I was seeing earlier. Okay, let me go. Let me go. Let me see Lakers. Uh, let me see. Oh, let me. See. I want to see something too. Like, uh, let me go right there. Boom. Boom. All right. Let me see Lakers on Prime. Let me see this. Man, how is this even a playoff series? Okay, here we go. Reece Shepard. Shangun. He can't even back down Kennard. Oh my gosh. He can't even back down Kennard. Come on, go. Oh my gosh. Look at contested jumper. Air ball. Shangun. Overcome. Wow. Wow. Wow, dude. You kidding? He couldn't even back down he couldn't even back down Kennard. Wow. Kennard going downhill. Nothing. Shangun was waiting on him, and Ben Thompson was hugging him. Turnover. LeBron trying to get it past to Shangun. Pick and roll. I mean to Jackson Hayes pick and roll. Shangun. Finney Smith. Big three. Finney Smith. No, missed it. Oh, give me that. Amen Thompson took it right from Hayes. Free Shepard. Oh, come on. Jeff Green. Big shoulder, and he missed it. Oh, Oh, Jeff Creed just misses it easy. He had boom, make contact and knocking it off the backboard. And then they can't even read. They knock. No, Jinkler even knocks the ball out of Jackson Hayes' hands. All right, all right. Here we go. Oh, Reece Shepard got it. Good. I missed it. Man Thompson and one. And Man Thompson, the first, not the first, hopefully the last 6'5" center in the NBA. He is like walking six. It's the most saddest thing ever with a Man Thompson. 6'5" center. I cannot believe it. But somehow he makes things happen like that. He still makes things happen. It's crazy. Let me see. And he made it 1 point game. Wow. Dude, this is like you're a hoop fan if you're watching this. I'll tell you that right now. Only hoop fans can be watching this right now. Rui Hachimura. Yes. Okay, big three from Hachi. Hold on. Let me go back. Man. All right. Let me tell you something. I'm going back to this right now. I'm not. Okay. Let me go and recap. I like Malachi Fields. This is a dude who I feel like personally, like with the Giants, like you need to help next to neighbors. I think you got some help. Can he be a number two on a championship team? I'm not so sure, but he can make plays. This is good help, but I still think you need another guy. He can be a good quality guy, like number three maybe, but is he gonna be a number two? I have big questions. Oscar Duff, I love. Oh my god, the Saints have such a good draft class. Oscar Duff, I love flat out. I love Oscar Duff to the Saints. Great pickup. Out of Georgia, so underrated. Mike Bobo, Kirby Smart, Gunnar Stockton. I don't know why guys that can go to Georgia. I mean, I know why, but they really shouldn't. Love the pickup for the Saints. Takario Davis, I'm a little. I'm not so. I don't think the Bengals are having that great of a draft class. I'm not sure he's gonna be a difference maker there. Um, and then Antonio Williams out of Clemson, I love it. This guy's gonna be a stud. Gonna be in the NFL for a long time. Like Malachi Fields, he's gonna make plays. Gonna be a quarterback's best friend. Quality addition at receiver. Now they need to go get Ayuk and try to convince Ayuk to get right mentally and commit to football and not racing past the NFL stadiums. Melo Height is a freaking. He's a stud, dude. This guy's going to be a big time next to Bosa. Oh my gosh, that's phenomenal. I mean, you got a big time. They needed edge rush help. I think they're dead last in sacks at 20 with 49ers. Big time pickup. Rush, I guess, could be a quality guy. Markel Bell is massive. The Eagles are looking for, I guess, their Lane Johnson replacement. He's probably the best online coach, one of the best in the best online coach in the NFL. So I like it. And I already said Kieran Crawford. I loved. Could be probably gonna be $100 million dude. And then Tyler O'Wayden. All right, so I'm not too big a fan of that pick, especially with some of the guys I just went after him. Um, that the Broncos could have used. Uh, but yeah, Miami on the clock next. Okay, let me go back here. Yeah, okay, they're on commercial break. Yep, that's what. Yep, so that's that. Lakers Rockets is why the NBA gets destroyed in ratings compared to NFL. Um, okay, I mean, let me see if I go back. I guess I got the draft right here. Yeah, they on commercial break. We'll see who Dolphins get. It'll be interesting. I can't believe I've been live. I can't believe I've been live for an hour and a half. Dude, it hasn't been too bad. I mean, it'll be better when I get some more questions in the future. But yeah. Uh, This isn't a bit too bad. I like this. It's fun. Watching a little game with Sam, talking some NFL draft stuff. Who I like, who I don't. So I mean, this is good stuff. Um, yeah, but I like the draft class Saints are having. Saints having a really good one. So, um, yeah, good learning, right? Good learning. Exactly, and then just build on that. And I'm gonna be live on TikTok tonight too. So, um, just yeah, setting that precedent, being live more often, people can see me and that kind of stuff, talk to me and all that kind of stuff. We just talk, have fun, talk ball, that kind of stuff. So yeah, like I said, I think the Saints have a really good draft class. I like what they've done so far. Melo Height's a big time add to the 49ers. They need pass rush help desperately. Him and Bosa are going to be a duo. Um, like I said, Keon Crawford's a stud. Antonio Williams, a really good quality addition. The Commanders need receiver help, and you get that with Antonio Williams. So, and if you can get Ayuk, I heard the 49ers trying to trade him. If I'm the Commanders, I'm doing anything I can to get Ayuk to Washington because you know how the connection him and Daniels have. That's probably the only team that you're going to actually get his act together for. So you get Ayuk, you get Antonio Williams, you put and if Terry McLaurin can rebound, and then if you get Ayuk, then and he plays at his best, then you don't. I mean, yes, you're paying him a lot, but then like you're not asking that much of. Then like okay, McLaurin, like some of the pressure comes off of you because we're adding more guys around you, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, okay, the Dolphins have the Caleb Douglas. Wow, I'm not too big a fan, dude. I don't know. By the way, Chris Bell, I don't know why. So what's going on with him? But I know he's hurt. But this is ridiculous. Um, the Caleb Doug, I'm not too big a fan of. I'll be honest. Probably at the UDFA grade as an F to me. I just never saw with him a receiver. I don't know if he moves well enough to be an NFL receiver. Um, I mean, you could argue. I mean, not argue. He probably did get held back by Baron Morton, and probably less probably more did get held back by Baron Morton. But I like Reggie Virgil over him. I just he seems a little stiff to me. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of him. I never watched. I just feel like man, that's not gonna translate enough of being like as stiff as he is and like all that kind of stuff. I'm not a fan. Dolphins have been up and down with their draft picks to me, up and down with it. So not a fan of that. I like Malachi Fields again. I'm gonna go back. Chris Bell. I'm gonna say it now. He's gonna be the DK Metcalf, and DK Metcalf, hasn't went so well. The back end last couple of years hasn't been so hot for him, but AJ Brown, he's gonna be one of those guys. I mean, I don't know if AJ Brown's drafted low, but um, but you get what I'm saying. He's gonna be one of those guys that's gonna blow up, bro. Like people overreact to injuries. May Muhammad would be, a good addition. I wouldn't mind him at all. I would like a Manny. Uh, I would like a Manny to Dallas, honestly. Um, that would be good. I'm not even. Let me see. I think Dallas may be picking. I know they're picking on a third. Um, but yeah, they Dolphins. Yeah, that was too great of a pick. But that was a horrible pick. But yeah, it was. We'll see. I want to see what the Steelers are getting. Let me see what they get after they just got embarrassed by uh the Eagles. Kind of killed the draft hype they would have. Not the hype, but productions. You could have got that. You could have got Makai Lemon. That's a third. That's an all pro receiver right there. You just missed out on because you didn't want to trade up. You have the most picks in the draft. It's a mistake. Like that's simple as that. Let me see what the Steelers take. Oh, here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Waving them towels. Let me see what they get. They got Ian not sure or head honcho. I would have called him Max from Iowa State or my Arizona State. I am not high on him. I give that an F. Wow. The Steelers just drafted Jewel in the third picking round. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? That's who they drafted in the third round? Drew Aller? Wow. Are you serious? This is an F if I've ever seen one. Couldn't have been a worse pick. This guy stinks. I never had a draftable grade on this kid at all, I don't think. Like, this couldn't have been a worse pick. In the third round, this ain't the sixth or seventh round where it's like, okay, like it's back. Like, this is third. There's a lot of good players left. Chris Bell. This doesn't need receiver. You could have got Chris Bell. You could have got Skylar Bell from UConn. You see the receivers are going. Malachi Fields just went. Atunya Williams just went. Go grab you one. You go and take Drew Aller. He stinks. Well, I'm telling you, Mike McCarthy was a horrible hire. I never liked him a day in my life. I'm not like not the person, but like I never liked the hire. I'm gonna say that. Uh, I never liked the hire. That was bad. That was a bad hire, flat out. That was a bad hire for this. This is a horrible pick. It couldn't have been worse. Wow, dude, the Steelers are having a horrible draft. Talk like, do you want to talk about your first draft class as a head coach? This draft class stinks. It reeks. They're gonna look back on this and then they'll know why they fired McCarthy for sure. I'll tell you that. Wow. The only quarterback that was draftable to me in this draft outside of the first round was Carson Beck, and because he showed he can be a quality game manager, maybe a quality starter in the league, but that was about it. All the rest of these guys stink. I'm gonna be real. No, they have to like this is horrible, dude. Like this is bad. This is a pretty bad draft class. I gotta be honest. I mean, like this is the Max and Nacho kid from Arizona State, Drew R from Penn State. This is this is horrible. I forgot who their second round pick even was. But if I remember, I think that's the only pick I actually like that they've had. So yeah, this has not been a good pick for This is not a good pick for Yeah, my and they're celebrating like it's something to celebrate. Oh, Jerry Bernard. Okay, they did draft Jerry Bernard, but dude, like I don't care. Like you got as many good players you can get. I'm not stopping. Like if you just need good players, I don't like. There's a lot of picks they could have made that would have been Drew Aller or Drew Aller. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, bro. Like that's the only pick I actually like that they drafted. But like that just wasn't a good pick, bro. Like you could address some O line. Just I know some quality O linemen left, really good ones. You didn't like. I don't really understand that. You could have went and got you another receiver. Bell, Skylar with the Bells from one from UConn, one from Louisville. I've been screaming about him for hours now. So I don't know. And then Green Bay just got Chris McKellen from Missouri. That's a quality pick. He's a quality player. The Packers have need. They running got Brandon Cisse, who I loved. They need secondary help majorly. Like big time. That's a better way to say that. They need secondary help big time. I think they got it. So um, I like that. I like that, dude. That's a quality. I like what the Packers doing quality. So yeah, that's not too bad. This is a quality dude on the interior. I mean, the Packers are strong. They want to beef up their trenches, O line, D line, all that kind of stuff. So shoot, I'm not mad at it. I'm more mad at their quarterback. The quarterback is my problem. Like he's the one I'm not sold on. Like they're gonna be they're another team that's like right. They should be better than they are, and they don't have a lot of holes. Like they should be winning right now. Like Jordan Love has people convinced that Matt Golden ain't no good, or like, oh, Matt Golden isn't what he like. Matt Golden's a stud. He's just playing with like not a great quarterback. Like that Eagles Packers game during the season, it was like and Green Bay was the worst game I've ever watched as a football fan. I've never seen anything worse. It was like watching paint dry. Like honestly, so that was yeah. I'm not too big a fan. Let's see Colts right here. Here we go, Colts. Oh, they going to commercial. Okay. No, I mean the Colts got CJ Allen, so I like that big thumper in the middle. I know a lot of people weren't too happy with Zaire Franklin, Jeff Teague included, but yeah, I mean we'll see we'll, we'll see what they get right here. I like the CJ Allen pick though. I like it. Another Colts, another team. They got the roster. I mean they just got to go win with it. They don't got too many holes. I love Pierce. I think people think he got overpaid. I think he's gonna end up playing that contract. We don't understand how good that dude is. And he just need, like he said, he's gonna get more targets now because he's making more money, and he's showing he deserves that. So what he does, Josh Downs. They got a team. Jonathan Taylor, Tyler Warren is like a walking Hall of Famer, right? So yeah, it's as simple as that. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what the Colts do. Miss Sam, let me know if you're still here. Um, but yeah, this is gonna be a this is gonna be. They just keep going to commercial. Let me see what's going on with the Lakers Rockets game. 75-80, Lakers Rockets. Uh, 12 minutes. Oh, they just started the fourth quarter. It's gonna be good to see how this turn out. I can't lie, like I want to see the ratings between the like what the NBA playoffs got and then what the NFL draft got. I honestly expect the NFL draft to dwarf whatever the NBA did when it comes to ratings. I'm gonna be honest. I expect it. I really, and honestly, imagine how embarrassing it'd be for the NBA if the ratings come out in in the NFL draft got more ratings than the NBA playoffs. Wow. I mean, wow, dude. Talk about a sport that is like, oof, got some work to do. I'll say that right now. Like I would love to see those numbers, and I hope they come out because like man, people like me who are like you want to watch the playoffs, but you want to watch the draft too. It'll be very interesting to see what those numbers look like. Hopefully, we get those in the future and see how that worked out. So we know that the NFL crushed them. Was it because LeBron? What was it like a year or two ago? "Oh, Christmas is for the NBA, blah blah. And then they posted the numbers and like, bro, LeBron like they got crushed on Christmas. NFL crushed them. So it'll be it'll be interesting to see how that works out for sure. Let me see. I think it's still on commercial break. Yeah, with the Colts with the Colts pick. Okay, here we go. I need to give it to him right now. He's showing a trading card. Okay, let me see. Like I said, I want to see what's going on with the Lakers Rockets too. So if they're gonna keep taking so many commercial breaks, take so long to get out of this thing. I think it's about to be over too. I didn't even. It's still a couple more picks left. Some more picks left. Oh, here we go. Colts. It's crazy. My like I'm on a direct TV. Okay, oh, Pat McAfee's announcing the pick. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Hold on. Let's see who the Colts just drafted. Let me see. Come on. Usually it comes up here like they're gonna win a Super Bowl. Who they take? Wow, they got my guy, AJ Halsey, home run pick. This is my guy, Sammy. You know it. This is my guy. I believe that you got a future All Pro. This guy's a home run pick, dude. I kind of want to hear what Max had to say. I have to watch that later, but this is a home run pick. AJ Halsey is a future All Pro. Like there is not much more to say other than that. Like just because a ball hawk, he should have been a first round pick or early second. Like there are not many guys like him. I think Seattle and Colts. Like if I'm gonna go like the best safeties, who got the best safety? I think Dallas got Downs. I think Dallas with Downs. I think Seattle with Bud Clark, and I think the Colts with AJ Halsey, and I'll go to the Bears with Dylan Thunderman. Those are the fortunes I think hit on when it comes to safety. They did some great evaluations. This is a home run pick, dude. I think all four of those teams hit on their safety picks. This is phenomenal. I love that for the Colts. This is a big time get. I love it. I love it. No, the Rockets are an embarrassment. They are especially specifically Sengun, yes. I think also because he's worth like, or he's getting paid 200 million. He's worth zero when it comes to like his play on the court, but he's gonna get paid 200 million. And the Mavs, I think they might. I think they would. I think they would. Well, he said even. No, honestly, like there could have been a better matchup for if you're the Rockets to get like to get the Lakers. They honestly like it's kind of disappointing what's happened honestly with for the Rockets. Like this, you could have got a better matchup. Boom, Zach Branch staying in ATL. Okay, so I'm not too mad at this. You want receiver help? You want some speed? And there's questions about deep route running because he didn't get shown at Georgia. Steve Smith Jr. ripped apart Georgia's offense. I need to go watch that video. He ripped them apart. And I think it had a lot to do with Zach Branch because they didn't utilize Zach Branch the way they should have. Had he come to Texas, he would have been utilized just fine. But he did. This I actually like this pick. I like it. This guy can get vertical fast. I think there's talent. I know for a fact there's talent that hasn't been unleashed in this kid. I'll say that. And his speed is just you just can't teach it. And I think guys like that. I mean, shoot, we saw it with Raheem Shaheed. You even see it with some Concepcion stuff. Like I'm not that mad at that adding the receiver room next to London. Yeah, that was bad. It's kind of it makes you question why receivers even go to Georgia. But I mean, a lot of guys don't. Like even Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams are like, oh, what if we went to Georgia together? But it's funny how they like, they talk. Oh yeah, what if we talked about that? But what do you think they said in that conversation when they talked about it? Bro, we can't go to Georgia. Georgia doesn't develop guys like us. They don't produce guys like us. Georgia, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the reason why Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams they go to Ohio State, Alabama, or Ryan Wingo goes to Texas, and Cam Coleman goes to Auburn. Like there's a reason for that, bro. Like the reason receivers don't consider Georgia seriously. And so I mean that's Kirby Smart's method. It all works until you have zero playoff wins in 3 years. It all works till then. So and yeah, because I'll tell you this, if you had Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams on the same team at Georgia, you probably wouldn't have zero playoff wins. You'd be a lot better of a team. So I'll say that. But I love the pick for Atlanta, and I love the pick for the Colts. I love like I said, Colts, Seahawks with Clark, Bears with Fetterman, Cowboys at Downs, all hit on the safety picks. I like the kind of defensive class the Colts are putting together. This is a really quality class for them. I got to be honest. Um, like just to be honest, just to be real with it. Let's see what the Ravens do. They got Vega. Vega's that Gray Zabel Tyler Booker from last year. He's going to be a stud next 10 to 15 years. Let me see who the Ravens taking. Boom! The Ravens got my guy. Another one, Jacoby Lane. Yes. Wow, I'm super excited about this one. So this is my guy. My comp for him is George Pickens. Flat out, no ifs, and buts about it. I believe this guy is the next George Pickens. The Ravens hit a home run on this pick. Like, if Seattle we still need another receiver, I believe, because I don't trust Troy Orton. But like, I don't forget Seattle. This is a home run pick. This is what it is. He's next Pickens. They need receiver help. I don't like what I've seen for Zay Flowers as number one. I think this guy could be a number one on a championship team. This guy's freaky. Injuries held him back this year. Though the Ravens having a really good draft. Injuries held him back this year, and that's why he was able to showcase. And then Makai Lemon and the connection him and Jaden Maviava had was kind of just too special. But Jacoby Lane, this is a home run pick, dude. I'm telling you, like this guy's gonna be a superstar in Baltimore. Right? My comp is George Pickens. He does stuff that's not normal. Ravens got to steal in the third round. I'm calling it now. This has been my guy. They're finally getting Lamar some help. They got in the O line, and they go and get him a big playmaker on the outside. They're gonna love this guy, and they're gonna look back and say the Ravens finally hit on I think a superstar or star receiver. This guy's gonna be a superstar or slash star receiver in the NFL. Calling it now. I love Lane. A lot of my guys are starting to go. Um, it's kind of fun to watch. A lot of first whole season now, Lane. I like in this Delph was one of my I like Delph. That was a phenomenal pick. I know we were talking about it earlier, but the Saints continue to. I was talking about it earlier. I think I say it again. Saints hit it on another pick. Oscar Delph. They got Christian Miller in the second round. Phenomenal pick. Then you get Delph. Delph. Oh my gosh, Delph. He's another guy from Georgia. Talking about Georgia misutilizing people. Oscar Delph got misutilized at Georgia. Flat out. Flat out what it is. Like that guy's gonna be way better. He'd be way. I won't say he'd be way better. He'll be more showcased in the NFL. He'll be showcased way more in the NFL than he ever was at Georgia because of the scheme and the quarterback play and the way the play call and that kind of stuff and the head coach and that kind of stuff. So I love for Dolph. Romello Height was big for me. Everybody talks about Bailey for good or for bad reasons, but Romello Height was a stud this year. I think the 49ers, I mean, they were almost dead last in sacks. They just got a big time dude, Romello Height. That's a phenomenal pickup. He can rush a passer at a high level. Next to Nick Bosa, that's a problem. Let me see. Who we see? They just. Oh, wow. Albert Regis to the Jaguars. I think that's back-to-back A&M players that Jaguars just drafted. I mean, Regis is. I mean, that's not bad. There's probably honestly some better guys you could have maybe probably got. I don't know if Dominic Orange. I don't think he's been drafted yet. Big citrus, but I'm not too high on Regis. Me personally, I'm not high on a lot of A&M defenders. Me personally, I feel like they're overrated, and that Elko scheme is overrated for sure. Um, but yeah, I mean, and back to the Cardinals. Now this is the pick I don't like because if you're the Cardinals, you're gonna be in contention to get a top quarterback next year. So why would you draft Carson back? It doesn't really make sense. It's like unlike the Texans drafting Davis Mills and then getting CJ Stroud like what a year or two later. It's like, what's the point? You are because you know you're going to get a top quarterback. So I mean, if you're the Cardinals, you could have got Kieran Crawford, you could have got Oscar Delph, you could have got a Halsey. I mean, you could have got some help to help your team, Jacoby Lane. You could have got somebody that could help you seriously now and in the future. You're going to get a guy who's going to hold the clipboard. I mean, he may play this year, but after this year, is he going to play? Probably not, because they're going to get a top guys better than him. So I wasn't too big a fan of that pick. Kieran Crawford's an underrated guy to me. This guy could be $100 million dude in the NFL. Kieran Crawford, he is 10 times better than Keldrick Falk. I'm telling you now, this is the best defensive end to come out of Auburn in this draft class. And he may be honestly better than Derek Hall from Seattle. Maybe the best defensive end to come out of Auburn in a while. I love Kieran Crawford. That guy's a stud. Way better than Keldrick Falk. And Roosh, I'm not too, I think he'd be a quality player. Like again, with the Bears. There's more players. Like, look at the guys down here, man. I mean, there's better players you could have gotten probably than Roosh or tight end. And I'm not so sure that like I'm taking Delph over Roosh 10 times out of 10. So you didn't even get the best tight end available. The 20 millions I like. The Commanders need to get Daniels help. I talked about it earlier and that kind of stuff. So I like that. And that kind of stuff. So this is going pretty good. Not too big on. I like. I'll be honest. If I'm a Cowboys fan or a fan of team of the Cowboys, and I'm looking at Eagles, I'm thinking, I don't like. Thank the Lord they have a bad quarterback because they're having one hell of a draft when it comes to offensive playmakers. That's what I'm thinking if I'm like looking at the Eagles or somebody like the Eagles, like just looking at them from afar, or like Seahawks or Cowboys, whatever, rivals, people have to play in the playoffs, that kind of stuff. Because that's the only thing that's going to hold them back from being unstoppable. Because Eli Styles to me is phenomenal. Now I know he may not be a blocking tight end. He's not going to be. He can't block, but that dude can go out there and catch passes at a high level. And so I love it. Phenomenal pick. Makai Lemon, phenomenal pick. Like the only thing holding them back is literally Jalen Hurts. Because you have an offense that has Eli Stott, like, and that honestly probably means because I think Goddard has 1 year left on his contract, right? So Goddard's probably gonna be gone soon. So this is your franchise tight end. My top tight ends were Sadiq and Stowers. So I love it personally. I love it. If I'm anybody that's looking at the Eagles, I definitely would pray and like be like, man, I hope they keep Jalen Hurts and don't get a real quarterback. Because if they do, that team's gonna be pretty hard to stop. I'll say that offense, especially. Well, I'll say offensively. I don't say defensively, but offensively, they're going to be hard to stop. And they just got Jonathan Grenard. That was a big time addition, too. 100 million, 2/3. That's a steal for the Eagles. That dude's I remember him in Houston when he was killing it with the Texans. Like he's been going for a while. He's a natural pass rusher. Honestly, it might be my comp for Kieran Crawford that went to the Raiders. Like this natural pass rusher, really good pass rusher. So I love that. I love that for the Eagles getting Grenard. They need pass rush help. Carter needs to come on, man. Carter needs to be a 10 plus sack guy. Let's go. I mean, 11, 12, 13. I mean, I want to see more from Carter, too. I want to notice him more in some of these games, too. I'll say that for sure. But the Eagles, yeah, Hurts is going to hold them back, but they've been phenomenal. I love the pick of Eli Cyrus. Now we got to see what else they do. But I think, honestly, if I'm the Eagles, what they just need to, I think next thing is showing up that corner spot next to Quinion Mitchell. Quinion Mitchell, he doesn't like to guard the number twos. Only number ones on McCoy. Oh, you're talking about Jamon. Uh, the funny thing is, if you scroll up in the chat, we had like a whole debate with Eli and Eli Bowen and all them. There was a big debate, and boom, Dominic Orange went to the Vikings. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let me hold that. So the Vikings get Dominic Orange, and then they get Caleb Banks. Yo, the Vikings are going to be the biggest interior D line I've ever seen in my life. These dudes are massive. Wow. What the hell is Minnesota's playing? So Minnesota's like, okay, we see what Seattle did, and we're just gonna go dwarf that with size and talent. Wow, this interior D line is gonna be massive for Minnesota, bro. Dominic Orange is a stud. My comp is Devondre Sweat, legit. He's impossible to move, and he's a freak athlete at that size. This is a A plus pick flat out. Um, and then getting Caleb Banks. If Caleb Banks can be healthy, Caleb Banks has a chance to be the best defensive player in football if he can stay healthy in his career. My comp is Chris Jones. The Vikings giving Brian Flores this level of talent is scary. That's I'm gonna say that right now. Homer and pick for the Vikings. McCoy, like I said, you scroll up in the chat. We talked about there was a lot of conversation earlier. I love McCoy, but you got to stay healthy, bro. Like in your best availability. And I think a lot of teams, because I haven't seen him get drafted yet. And if I missed that, let me know. But I haven't seen him get drafted yet. A lot of teams are just scared about like his long term. Like I mean, short term and long term. He got done okay. Like he had the combine. I don't think that was even live stream, so I don't think I can watch it. But he had the combine. They said he looked good. I guess they said he looked good, or whatever. Now he has a new injury. So what's going on now? So now it's like now teams look at you like, okay, are you just like incapable of staying healthy? Is that what it is with Jamal McCoy? And so I think teams are scared to pay high premium picks, especially look at the players on the board: Dominic Orange, Jacoby Lane, Zach Branch, AJ Halsey, Malachi Fields, Oscar Delph, like Romello Height. Am I going to take a risk on McCoy when there's better players who can show me they can be healthy? I'm not so sure. Wow, Chris Basil out of Tennessee. I'll be honest, I ain't a fan. This I'm not a fan of almost like A&M defensive players. I'm not a big fan of Tennessee receivers. I'll be honest. Uh, like Tennessee receivers are they're just hard to grade. I'm not too big a fan of this. We'll see. He's a big receiver. We'll see how he gets in and out of his breaks and that kind of stuff. How those hips move. But yeah, I'm not too big a fan of Brazel. I think there's more there to be desired for sure. Um, yeah, so I would have liked Chris Bell, Skylar Bell, or I would have liked McConn Lemon. I feel like that was a mistake the Panthers made. They should have went and got you drafted mono freaking feeling over my like oh my gosh. You had to mono I gotta stop. Excuse my language, but you got the mono feeling over Makai Lemon. Makai Lemon, you could have had Makai Lemon and Tedero McMillan right there. And you took mono feeling, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like I wasn't a fan of that. So that's kind of my thing on that. But yeah, I mean I'm not too big a fan of that pick. Probably get a C or an F for the Panthers. Not too big a fan of the Tennessee receivers. He could be a decent player, but I there's a lot more left to be had. A lot more left to. There's a lot. They could have got an elite receiver, and they could have been getting something else right here, right now. So not too big a fan of what they did here. With Brazel. 'Cause I didn't look back and regret this. Like I think here's how I look at it. I'm taking Jimmy Horn Jr. from Colorado. They got last year, Jalen Coker and Tedder McMillan over Chris Brazel. So you're drafting a wide receiver four because, like I said, I'm taking Horn, Coker, and McMillan over Brazel. So you're drafting a wide receiver four in the third round. All those guys to me are better than him. So, or not just, I know for a fact they're better than him. And so, yeah, I'm just not a, I'm not a fan of it, man. I'm not a fan. Uh, this draft is so up and down, man. It's like one pick I love, and the next pick is like, wow. Uh, Next best. Let me see. Let me see the list, and I could tell you. Keontae Scott. Oh my gosh, my guy, Mike Washington. Um, so I like I said, I don't like to give lists, but I can just give you who I like. I mean, like, and if I like it, that means I think they're gonna be really good players or good players. And if I like somebody more than somebody, I'll let you know. So Pergron, I like could be a really good quality guard out of Oregon. Or Pregnon, Keontae Scott, stud. He's that Devon Witherspoon type. If you love Devon Witherspoon, you should love Keontae Scott. Now, I don't think he'll ever be a guy you put on the perimeter to guard guys, but he's going to be a guy who can live in the slot and is going to make a living there. And if you know, slot corners are one of the hardest positions in the NFL. Jennings Dunker, I love. Surprised he's still even here. Um, I love Mike Washington. I have a first round grade on Mike Washington Jr. Love him out of Arkansas. Here comes the Bell dudes. I love Skylar Bell out of UConn. I love Jalen Kilgore out of safety out of South Carolina. I love Keith Abney out of Arizona State. I love Chris Bell. First round grade on Chris Bell out of Louisville. Someone's gonna get a steal. Zaki Wheatley stud. I love him. Grayson Halton, stud. I love him. Joshua Jones, stud. I love him. Bryce Land, stud. I love him. Justin Jolly, stud. I love him. Kyle Lewis, stud. I love him. So those are the guys I give you. Like I said, I don't really want to put it in a list, but like you just so you know, especially because like I don't like. It's just better if I just tell you like who I like and who I don't. So like yeah, but these are guys I like, and let me see. I mean, I'll go another list and tell you who. Genesis Smith, I love. Connor Liu, I love at center. Let me see. I like Eli Reardon from Notre Dame at Thailand. I like Devin Moore, Florida from corner. Let me see. It was Emmett Johnson from Nebraska at running back. I like Jack Andrews. I could see being a quality player from Texas. I like Brian Parker at guard. I like. I could see him being a really good guard in the NFL. Kamara Ramsey. I like too. Not Deontay Lawson. I like. Will Lee. I like. Maybe fifth, sixth, seventh round. Um, I think he can be a quality, decent man-to-man corner in the NFL. Good starter. I'm not sure if he'd be anything more than that, but I can see him being a good starter in the NFL with Will Lee. Yeah, Harold Perkins is the saddest thing going in college football right now. Then Dennis Sutton, I like. I'll play this. I could see him being a quality player. I'll say that a quality defense starter, defensive end, maybe rotational guy. I'll say that when it comes to Dennis Sutton. So those would be my guys. VJ Payne, I like. Keegan Trost, I like out of Missouri. Missouri's often lines did not get enough credit. I like Keegan Trost. Let me go one more page. It's a little fun. I like calling out the guys I love. This is a little fun. Um, let me see. Joe Royer, I love. Desmond Claiborne, I love. Big time running back. High grade on him. Chandler Rivers, I like. Let me see. Jeremiah Red, I love. Jacoby Thomas, I like. Lavon Moss, if he can stay healthy, I love. Trey Moore, I love off the edge as a pass rusher, not an inside linebacker. Michael Trigg, I love. First round grade on Michael Trigg. Going to be a big time receiver in the NFL. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I can see Brennan Thompson being a good deep threat in the NFL. I like. I wouldn't be mad at Billy Schroff, guard from Notre Dame. Jamari Taylor, I like. So yeah, for other, just to name a few. Just to name a few. Like I said, I see my guys. And I know who they are. So yeah, those are just the guys. Name a few. There's a lot of guys left, man. A lot of guys left. These teams just kind of overthink it. Manny Muhammad, it's just kind of hard to grade him because I know you talked about it earlier. Just never got to see him play a lot of men. When he did, he was really good at it. So I like Manny Muhammad. I like him. I like Manny Muhammad. I think he could be shut down. I do have questions about his long speed. I have questions about could he get ran by in the NFL? That's my biggest question. Manny Muhammad is if we're in man coverage and you have to run 50, 60 yards downfield versus these guys who can burn the NFL, can you hang with those guys? That's my one question, Manny Muhammad. It's kind of holding me back from like being a guy I love. So I'm at the highest on Manny Muhammad to be honest, just because that's the one question I like. If you're gonna be able to play man, you got to be able to run. Harold Perkins, F. He made the biggest mistake not coming to Texas, and he got what he deserved. But and I'm not joking about that either. But yeah, I'm not the highest on Perkins. Let me see rounds. Let me go. Let me see who got just got drafted. Oh yeah, but F on Perkins. This is not a role for him, bro. Like Ted Hurst at the Georgia. Ooh, okay. I'm not mad. I mean, like I said, Hurst. I know he's got some hype. Some guys I had ahead of him, but okay. I'm not sure receiver was a big that big of a D for the Bucks, but I give that like a C or a F. But uh yeah, when it comes to Perkins F, I think he should have like I think at Texas, had he come to Texas, he would have at least been Anthony Hill. Like we would at least been able to get him to play linebacker, and he would have been a really good player. The problem is LSU didn't know what they wanted to do with him, and so now and then he ended up being a really good pass rusher, but then he wasn't big enough to stay on the as a pass rusher in the SEC, and so it just never worked out. I think honestly, his size may end up hurting him. And honestly, I heard somebody say this on a Twitter space the other day. Honestly, Harold Perkins' best move probably might be to go to running back. Because if you go watch his high school tape at Cy Park, his best move might have been running back, bro. Just to be honest, where he might be best at. So, but yeah, F. But running back, I think is where if I was him, I'd switch there and try to make a career out of it. He's just not big enough. Like he's too small to play in the box off ball linebackers, too small to play off the edge, and I don't really see him as a safety. And on the like I just don't see it. I see it. But no, Dalen Everett. I'll be honest. Dalen Everett should thank Quinn Ewers every day of his life because he made him a lot of money last 2024. I'm not high on Dalen Everett. I give it a C. Steelers are stinking it up when it comes to the draft. I'm not a fan of Dalen Everett. Uh, not a fan at all. But here we go, man. This is fun. Here comes Dallas, Seattle. This I can't like they don't definitely slowed the draft down. It was going pretty fast not too long ago, and now it's like going slow. So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, I mean like Everett, I'm not too high on, but let's see. I can't lie. Like when I get off stream, like bro, we just drafted Bud Clark. I gotta kind of go enjoy that a little bit, watch some highlights and all that kind of stuff because we just got Bud freaking Clark, bro. But I'm excuse my language, but like we just got Bud Clark, dude. So I gotta go enjoy that a little bit off stream. So I'm excited about that. I kind of, I haven't got to enjoy it the way I want to, and kind of look into that. But yeah, I mean, this has been pretty fun. This is pretty fun. I like this. I like what's going on here. I just wish it could go a little faster. They take a long time. I don't even hear nobody on the stage right now. I don't know who's talking. But yeah, I mean, students on draft class isn't so great. Let me see if I could go check out. I mean, they got Jordan projections. Let me let me go wide receiver. Okay, when those are like okay, here we go. They drafting now. Austin Barber, offensive tackle, Florida. Wow, he may be a guard in the NFL. I'm not so sure he's a tackle. Could be a quality player. I don't like the pick. And I didn't like the Denzel Boston pick either. Wasn't a fan of him at all, especially not over the dudes they took him over. So I'm gonna give that a C when it comes to Austin Barber. Not a fan at all. Yeah, definitely could have done better in that aspect. Not a fan of that at all. But I'll give it a C. I mean, could be a good guard or tackle in the NFL, maybe, but I just not don't the players that are just there left that you could have got with the Browns are just not. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. And let me see who's on and off the line. Like, who's let me see if I go best available, who I like on the O line I could have went before him. So I give y'all some names. Jennings Dunker, hell yes. I take Jennings Dunker. Uh, no, Jennings Dunker on the dash. No, literally like Jennings Dunker. I just like hell yes, I take him over that dude. Uh, I could definitely take Caleb Tiernan. I can see Drew Shelton and Keegan Trost kicking in the guard for sure. Like other tackles. I mean, wow. Was he caught in the gas mask? Because what the heck? Nolan Rucci, maybe. I guess he kicking in. Emil Wagner stinks. Anybody just a Emil Wagner, you're drafting a guy's gonna be out of the league in 5 years. Let me see. Pergone. How is Pergone still available? Was he caught in the gas mask? I'll take Pergone over that dude. I'll take Fernando Carmona over that dude. Bro, I'll take Jeremiah, right? I'll take both Stevens. Like, what the heck? Wait, did Ohio State's backup tight end just get drafted? What the bro? The Dolphins just drafted Ohio State's backup tight end in the third round. Why? Why? Of all the players available, the Rams drafted the starter and he underperformed. Why? Like, unless they think they could take this guy and make him something, like Seattle did with AJ Barner, like some other teams have done in the past. Why are you taking the backup tight end? Max Clear wasn't even impressive this year. Why the hell would you draft the backup tight end in the third round? He wasn't doing literally like they just drafted the backup to wow, Miami. Well, I think you can't get any worse to continue to shock me. Wow. And all the linemen that Miami could use, I just named Jennings Dunker with Maul's people, Emmanuel Pergone, the kid from Auburn, Jeremiah Wright, the dude from Notre Dame, Billy Stroff, all the guys I just named, the dude from Duke, Brian Parker, and they draft Will Carmack or Will Kamarack from Ohio State, tight end. Wow, I'm sure he wasn't even expecting this. Nah, unless they think he could be like the next AJ Barner, I don't see it. F. Don't like it, and I don't understand it. Bro, all the tight ends that are available, I just gotta go look, man, because I just can't be the only one seeing this right now. Justin Jolly, 10 times better than that dude. Bro, Josh Quavers, 10 times better. Eli Raridon, 10 times better. Jack Andrews, Joe Royer. Daquan Wright from the tight end from Ole Miss, better. Lake McCree, USC, better. I know DJ Roger, I can see me and brother Miles Clifton, I like Shimon Mateer, Carson Ryan at BYU. This guy, I mean, bro, I might have taken every guy on this board over the dude that they just drafted. Like literally. F. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Some of these teams can really stink it up, man. Man, this third round is going slow, dude. This is crazy. I mean, I thought it was supposed to speed up. Now I just feel like it's slowing down. Are we sure it's still an 8-minute clock or is it 10 now? Jaguars next. I cannot wait to review some of these draft classes because it's gonna be a sight to see. I'll tell you that. Here we go, man. This is crazy, man. This draft is like it just never you just don't see nothing like it. I gotta be honest. You don't see anything like then. You just don't see any sports. Is so unpredictable. It's just crazy, bro. It really is crazy. Um, dude, this is crazy, man. We got Bill Clark, but it's crazy, man. But you just don't see anything like it. Nah, I need them to come on with it. Like, what's the hold up? I mean, like, bro, come on. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes these teams confuse me, man. They confuse me. Will Carmack, I tell you, I believe I could be a GM in this league a long time if it was up to me. Because if I was drafting the Dolphins position, I wouldn't have drafted the majority of the dudes they drafted already. So, I'm telling you, a lot of guys left, man. Like, a lot of guys left that can play. I'll tell you that at every position. That's how it always is, and guys go underrated and get stolen. Jennings Dunker, I'm shocked. Chris Bell, Skylar Bell, I'm shocked. Like, I don't even want to go on the list anymore. Mike Washington, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, honestly, like, if I'm Miami, this is what you could have done, because if you actually think, no, literally, like, I say, I gotta be honest, like, Seattle's having, we're doing this 2 years in a row, like, no, like we're like, dude, Buck Clark may lead the NFL interceptions at free safety. Like, he probably is the upgrade over Kobe Bryant. Like, honestly, like that, we're getting some really quality picks. We can't miss right now. It's like they're like Steph Curry, Kevin Durant in the freaking finals or whatever. It's kind of crazy, but I say this. Oh, boom! Pergon just went to the Jaguars. Wow, great pick. I like it. Who? Seattle. Seattle would be one. I got to be honest. I have to look at the classes. I don't know if the way I can look at everybody's draft class right now. I will say Pergon, I like to pick. I give it a B or if not an A. Really good pick, really good player, really good pass sector. I think we sacked. I mean, we sacked him like 9 times. Lawrence or 7. Like that offense was an issue. They need to address that. If I could ever see, like let me go teams. Okay, yeah. So okay, now who are the best draft class? Who are your biggest draft winners? I'm gonna go Seattle. I think Seattle got a future all-pro running back and all-pro safety. I think Jadair Price could lead the league in rushing, and Buck Clark could Buck Clark may legit lead the league in picks. Not a better fit for Mike O'Donnell's scheme. Interesting to see if Seattle can be able to get more draft capital or not. They're doing a really good job though. Either way, I wish you'll stop bringing these players up. I don't like Arizona's not so great. Atlanta. I like honestly what they've done. I love Avian Terrell. I think he's going to be an all-pro level dude. I like Zach Branch getting receiver help. I think there's more to be unleashed there. So Baltimore, I love. You got Zion Young. I loved him as a pass rusher. I love Vega from Penn State. Going to be a Grace Able type stud, and then they're just addressing everything you need. Putting Zion Young and Trey Hendrickson on the edge. And if you can convince Nnamdi Mutabige to come back and Jesse Mentor scheme, remember this is Jesse Mentor who got Odaf Owe, who Baltimore traded, and he turned him into 10 sacks and got him paid by the Commanders for $100 million. So this guy's a guru. You give him Zion Young, Nnamdi Mutabige, and the Lakers Rockets went to overtime. You get Nnamdi Mutabige, Trey Hendrickson, and Zion Young. Wow, that's a D line in Baltimore. With that guy calling defense, it's gonna be something scary. Buffalo, honestly, don't really like their draft class. Carolina, I love Lee Hunter. Not I like the other two. Chicago, I like Fitterman. I love Logan Jones. Boom, they just drafted Xavier Thomas. I love this pickup. This guy's a stud. Xavier Thomas is going to be a stud in the NFL. Really good quality receiver. So I'll probably go the Bears. I would love the Bears draft class if they would have took Oscar Duff or somebody else outside of the Roosh from Stanford. The Bengals are having a horrendous draft class, almost like always defensively. The Browns I like a lot. Um, Faneuil, Concepcion. They got Emmanuel McNeil Warren in the second round. Steal, pick 26 in the second round. He's going to be that Mickey Warrior type guy on already one of the best defenses in the league. Steal. I like three of the five guys they got. I like what the Browns are doing. Dallas. I like one of the guys so far, but Dallas they only have two picks, so like some of these teams are kind of hard. I need to see Dallas get more picks, and then I can really grade them. It's not really fair to grade them right now with I mean Denver same thing. They don't really have anybody drafted, so not really fair to grade. Okay, I got to go back. Detroit. I like it. The dress decent. Not too big a fan of it. Green Bay. They dress corner decent. Not nothing crazy. You know what I love? My biggest draft one is Houston. I mean, the Klein dude. I know I spoke bad on him earlier, but if they can kind of unleash him, like there may be some more there. Michigan's offense is so bad. Like I can see potential there. But I love McDonald and Rutledge. They're a big winner to me. You make your defense. Houston's defense may be one of the great defenses we've seen in a long time. Next year, you address the O line. They're a big winner to me. Uh, Colts. Let me see. Winner to me. You get a franchise linebacker and a franchise safety. Jacksonville. Uh, I don't know what their infatuation with Texas A&M is, but decent. I like Booker. I like Pragon. Chiefs. I love the first two. I think they're really I love the Lane franchise guy. I think he's a big winner. Armies Thomas. I love those two guys. I love. That's really good for Steve Spagnuolo because we saw what some teams like Dallas did to them last year. Love what the Chargers are doing. You get Mesidor, a really good pass rusher. Now, was it a little pricey and where you got him and his age and that kind of stuff? Yes, but you got a really good player on a team that really doesn't need a lot, and you got a franchise center, I believe, in Jake Slaughter. O line's going to be legit. I mean, they may have three all pro level dudes, two tackles, and then Slaughter's a center. I mean, even Nick Saban, he did like a best 11 players, like build your best 11. If you're going to build a football team out of everybody in draft class, who would you pick? And his starting center was Jake Slaughter at Florida, underrated. Um, not really too big. I'm not a fan of what the Rams did. Big fan of the Raiders. I think big winners. I think they had a great free agency class. Yes, was it pricey with Linderbaum? But like, bro, I mean, sometimes you gotta do that if you're a losing team like them, and you know you're gonna lose. Some guys are gonna want more money, and it's kind of needed if you're gonna hey, we're gonna run the ball on people. You're gonna have to have a bunch of line that can move people against. They will. So, it's really needed from what's his name scheme Kubiak. Stokes is a stud. I think they're a big time safety in the NFL. Ball hawk. He's that Hall C. Bud Clark type safety. Ball hawk. Kieran Crawford, I think, is going to be $100 million guy in the NFL. Big time pass rusher. Even if they lose Max Crosby in the future, he's going to be a stud. Miami, I don't like Proctor. I love Chris Johnson. I love Jacob Rodriguez, but I don't like the Douglas Carmenick and Proctor. I don't like. Um, Honestly, I love what Minnesota has done. They've addressed defense. They're giving one of the best defensive minds in the sport this kind of talent guy. I love at linebacker Cincinnati. Cincinnati had a lot of really good defensive players. They didn't have a lot of guys on the perimeter for Brendan Sorsby. Orange and Caleb Banks, they're pretty much taking Seattle's model and like saying we're going to one up Seattle. And that's if this guy stays healthy in Banks, they might just do it. And that's scary to think about. You see how dominant Seattle is on the interior. Um, Jukas, I'm gonna look more into Jukas. I want to do more on him. When I watched Illinois this year, he never popped to me. He didn't pop to me, and so I want to do more on him. But I'm not. I'm just when I watched it this year, he never popped with Jukas. But I love Lumu. Saints, I've actually loved their draft class. Big winner to me. Jordan Tyson, if he can stay healthy, you got an all-pro receiver. Christian Miller is going to be an elite defensive lineman on the interior. Oscar Dubs can be a big time tight end in this league, big time pass catcher, stud. Saints big winner. Giants, uh, really good draft. Arthur Reese, I love it. It's on linebacker. I believe that's where he's best at. Maui Noah, stud tackle. Going to be an elite all pro level dude. Colton Hood's one of the best man to man corners in the draft. I love it. And corner was my big thing for the Giants. because I feel like they have two really good safeties or two good safeties. One being really good. Newman, is still young, but I like him too. And then you get corner, you're really kind of fixing that secondary, and you already have the pass rush. And then you get Malachi Fields, a really good safety. Now, I don't know if Malachi Fields is a number two on a championship team. Is he a number two you want next to Neighbors? Probably not. It's probably number three. So I still think they need a number one, but at least they got somebody that's quality. I really like Malachi Fields. Is really quality. He's going to be a quality receiver for the Giants. The Jets, I love. I mean, this is my biggest winner, honestly. Like, you go get every pick they hit on, almost like the Giants. Bailey's a superstar passer. Sadiq got held back by Dante Moore, superstar tight end. Omar Cooper's going to be a really, really good. I can see him being a number two on a championship team. D'Angelo Ponz is a stud. Stud, 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 stud. This guy's going to help you get turnovers. It's going to be a great corner. I love it. He can do a lot. He can blitz. He can do everything he need to do. He's not afraid to stick his nose in the run game. Like, he will do whatever the coach asks him to do at corner, and a lot of corners just aren't willing to do that. And some guys just want to guard guys like us. That this guy you can put him in nickel, you can put him on the perimeter. Reminds me a lot of Devon this one. Philly, love it. Makai Lemon, Stowers, I love. Bell, not so much. We see, yeah, the biggest losers definitely Steelers. Their draft is a stunk. Our boy is Stribling right here from Oklahoma State, Ole Miss. Shocked he's the first. I would have never thought that when I was Stribling. Shocked that he's the first pick in the second round. I cannot believe. I don't even know. But wow, dude. But he's got Kalen Black. I mean, that's not a big win to me. The the yeah, not a big win. You talking about big wins? Big win. Big win because I think they got two future All Pros. Anthony went to the Titans. I know you went on here when we talked about it. But Connor Tate. Oh, Drezen just got drafted. That's a bad pick. But Connor Tate, you got All Pro receiver, and Anthony Hill. I said when it came to Anthony Hill, I said earlier. I know you're on here, but I said reminds me of Micah Parsons. So, yeah, Coach Flacco wasn't a fan of. Yeah, Minnesota. Like I said, it's just Banks and his injury. If he stays healthy, they're going like that interior D line is going to be. Well, I thought the Cowboys just drafted Jamal McCoy. I was like, oh my gosh, but yeah, Commanders. Let me see. I think they're doing decent, but yeah, those probably my guys. I'll probably when I see everything, I can really give the big winners. Some of these teams need more variance. I got to see more. Um, so yeah, but I mean, like, there's some teams in there, man. I got to kind of break it down and probably be like, I definitely do a top five winners, top five losers. But if I were to just give you off the base, I would say Seattle. I would say the Jets. There'd probably be two, and like I said, a couple other teams I named earlier. I kind of had to sit down. My brain's racing. Like, my brain races with this kind of stuff, so I had to sit down and like really think about it and see. But yeah, I think Seattle Jets and a couple other teams I named earlier there are killing. Some teams are killing this thing, man. I'm gonna be real. Like, some of these teams are really not missing. I think there's two teams I said that didn't miss on a pick. So those two teams are probably my top two. They drafted like four guys. Saints, Seattle Jets, Saints, probably three of them, and there's probably another one. But yeah, Saints and Jets are my top two for sure. Like, those teams are they're and Saints already have the quarterback, so I mean they're gonna. I mean, they already have the hardest part done. So you get everything else, you're gonna be a problem. Let me see. Let me go back to the rounds. Let's see who just got drafted. Let me see. So Kalen Black, I'm not a fan at this spot. Over Mike Washington, I don't agree. Mike Washington would have, if you had a Mike Washington Jr., Christian McCaffrey backfield. Wow. Dallas Cowboys go edge. Just Deshaun Barham. Wow. I'll be honest. I don't know how big a fan I am of this pick. I think he's an inside linebacker. I didn't even know wow. I think this guy's an inside linebacker. I'll be honest. I'm not too big a fan of that for Dallas because I think there's some better guys on the board at edge or linebacker. Trazer, I'm not a fan of, even at center. Kalen Black, if you could have a Mike Washington Jr. being that a young understudy under Christian McCaffrey, take over Christian McCaffrey in the future, I think that would have been unbelievable for the 49ers and having them be a duo, even McCaffrey being older. The 49ers whiffed with Kalen Black. He's going to be a good player, but he's not Mike Washington Jr. Yeah. Wow, Dallas. I mean, I don't even know. So I guess he's getting drafted to be edge or linebacker. I guess they say an edge. I'm not I think this guy's more of a linebacker, honestly. But I guess he's an edge now. Let me see if there's any edge linebackers I like right now. Um, Let me see. Edge at linebacker right now, who I like, Kyle Lewis. I would have liked over him. Okay, I'm just gonna name like a lot of dudes, but Kyle Lewis, I liked over him. Deontay Lawson, Jesse Jefferson, maybe. Or honestly, I would like Kyle Lewis, Lander Barton for sure. Probably maybe Aiden Fisher, Kendall Daniels. So there are some guys out there, and at edge, or is it a Barham? Maybe Joshua Josephs. I think could have been Trey Moore's gonna blow up in the NFL if someone uses him right off the edge. Um, will probably be my two guys out there right now at edge that I like a lot. So yeah, it just depends on how they use them. But yeah, that's kind of a run of interesting picks right there. Let's see who's next. Who's next? Boom. Rams take Keegan Trost off the tackle, Missouri. I actually like this. I like it. Missouri's offensive line was one of the most underrated offensive lines in the country. He's a stud. Missouri's offensive line's a stud. Caught on to him during the year. Just got the stud. He can move people in the run game and he can pass protect. I like it for the Rams. Straight up that offensive line for that sorry old quarterback he got coming in, Ty Simpson. I like it. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna whoop that in Seattle. But no, 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 no. I mean, like, yeah, good pick, good pick. Rams strapped off the line. Um, yeah, I like it. Uh, Here we go. It's about to be over. Okay. Dolphins, Patriots, Seahawks. This is taking a lot longer than it should be. I've been on this thing for 2.5 freaking hours. I gotta stop. Excuse my language, but like I've been on this thing for 2.5 hours, man. This is wow. Sometimes you don't even know how long the draft takes. But yeah, okay. Miami. Let's see what y'all got. I think Miami has failed the draft so far. But it's gonna be fun to see what Miami does with this pick right here. Trost is a really quality pick to me for the Rams. And I think he'll be a quality player. You know, like I said, you got him for that sorry quarterback you just drafted in the first round. So I guess he has some protection. Not too big on Barham or Zune or Black. Like I said, I like Mike Washington Jr. Mike Washington Jr. was my guy at Arkansas. If I were to take a running back at this point, the guys that are left. Okay, about like a blitz. Yeah, I honestly not a big fan of Barham. Wait, what is what we're trying to? Okay, like I said, I'm about to go, and I'll say this: I'll watch more on him. I'm not one of I'll watch more on him because this is new to me. I didn't even know he was being used in that type of way. Uh, but I'll watch more on him. But right now, uh, I'm not the biggest fan of him. I'll probably give like a C. But I watch more on him and learn more about Barham and see like what stands out and see what's going on there. Like you say, off ball linebacker. Oh, I mean, like I said, my guy for Dallas. I know you talked about this earlier, but you guys got D Winters from the 49ers. That guy can be an all pro linebacker. I'm calling it now. Like that's a linebacker. If I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, I'm really checking on right now is D Winters. I said that to somebody earlier. D Winters or Caleb Downs, but D Winters is a linebacker I'm checking on. He's a stud. Home run trade by Jerry Jones. I love D Winters. That guy can be an all pro. I think he will be. I loved him coming out of TCU a couple years ago, coming out of school. And the 49ers, that was didn't really make sense to me why they traded him. But I'll have to do more research or maybe find out why later on when I get on social media. But yeah, that was kind of interesting. But yeah, D Winters is the guy I'm looking at for Dallas. Is that top guy? He's going to be a stud. If you compare him with if Overshown can ever stay healthy, then Dallas will really be cooking with something. Especially with the interior D line you guys have, I really would like it for Dallas. And like I said, Dallas can cover up a lot in the back end. Looks like they're back on commercial. Okay, Rams are happy, I guess. We like I said, quality pick. Um, yeah, pick is in. It's coming up. Here come the Dolphins. Can they finally make a? I mean, they made one pick I think I like, but let's see if they can make another. It's really interesting to see um how what Miami does here. I don't know. They drafted the Ohio State's backup tight end. Ohio State didn't even use their tight ends like that this year, so I don't know. They could draft me at this point. They might call my phone might start ringing right now. I may be a Dolphin today. My podcast career may be over. I mean, you never know. So I'm just gonna say that. So um yeah, let's see. But Rams, like I said, I don't know. Interesting draft class. Uh, yeah. Um, this is interesting. This is interesting, man. This is interesting. Okay, still on commercial. Yeah, I might want to check in on this Lakers game too. 105, 107, Lakers Rockets. Here we go. We're gonna turn this into a lot. Or Lakers Rockets. They leave me on commercial. Okay, I'm not waiting for your commercial. Oh, give me that. Lakers got it. Here we go. Smart. Bring it up. Here we go. Wow. Yeah, if they had Durant, they probably would have won today, huh? Here we go. He got the switch on the Reed Shepard. They're gonna get Reed Shepard on LeBron. No, they're not. Tari Eason. They're not. Yes, they are. Oh my gosh. So Reed Shepard's on LeBron now. LeBron, top of the logo three. No, missed it. Smart rebounds. Fouled. Smart going to the free throw line, I think. But his back is hurt. Smart's back is hurt. The age is catching up to him. That back is killing him. That old age. Okay. What a play, dude. I just turned the game on right now. I haven't watched like the early third quarter, and I'm already seeing Marcus Smart's impact after they made him look like an all-star in game two. Wow, dude. Oh, boom! My guy. Finally, I just missed it. Chris Bell gets drafted. Home run pick by the Miami Dolphins. They finally did it. This is my guy, Chris Bell Jr. or Chris Bell, right? Oh, Chris Bell. Home run pick, A plus plus plus. First round talent at receiver. Home run pick by the Miami Dolphins. Wow, I like this pick. Funny enough, they've actually hit on the receiver in the corner. So doing good with the skill position guys, I guess you could say. I mean, I say a Tucson, maybe another guy I might be thinking about, but yeah, love it. Chris Bell, home run pick. We're going to be the next big time, big physical receiver in the NFL. He killed Miami. Look at Miami's defense. He killed Miami. Man, made them look like high school, like a high school team. Him and Isaac Brown. Isaac Brown, the first round pick. Well, we'll see about him. He may have some more stipulations. But Chris Bell's a stud. He's AJ Brown, that type of receiver. These guys don't come around often. Everybody talks about Jeremiah Smith, but he's Jeremiah Smith like with his size, like being that big and running like that. He is Jeremiah Smith like. Home run picked by Miami. The Dolphins. Let's see. New England picking now. New England is getting. New England is getting. Let's see. Who's this on the stage? Okay, it's a big hold up. Oh, this is Dion Branch. I definitely sounds familiar. Second round pick by Patriots. Okay. Eli Reardon, tight end, Notre Dame. So I remember the Patriots already had two tight ends, Hunter Henry, and I forgot who else. But I love this pick. Eli Reardon, I feel like could be a really good inline blocker. I feel like shoot, he could be a really good I feel like he'd be a really good vertical threat. I think you're getting the best of both worlds here. I think they're gonna look back and say we got definitely got a steal with Eli Reardon at Notre Dame. Home run pick. Love it. A plus for the Patriots. The draft, where they're getting him, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it for Reardon. Okay, let me go back to this Lakers game. Wow, Lakers another free throw. Marcus Smart makes it. Yep, this is over. Are you kidding? Lakers are gonna Lakers are gonna sweep the Houston Rockets. Wow, with no Luca and no Reese. Wow, dude. Are you kidding me? Wow. I mean, Durant didn't play either, but wow, 2 out of 3 games. This team is embarrassing. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Wow. See, this is why I didn't waste my time being a Rockets fan. I'd have been wasting my time watching this crap. Okay. Steelers. Let's see what they're feeling. I want to see who they take, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Reardon. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Swinging the towels. It's a trade. It trade. Steelers are trading the pick. Oh, the Steelers traded. They traded to get the pick. Okay, the pick is in. Who do they want? Who is it? A lot of good dudes. You know, if I'm Mike McCarthy, I'm getting Mike Washington Jr. from Washington. You know, he's gonna want to run the ball. So I forgot what kind of running back what running backs he had in Dallas. I know he had Dowdle, was really good under him. I'm pretty sure, right? Here we go. See Steelers take Cam Hayward's walking out now with the pick. Steelers country waving the towels. Okay, let's see. Jennings Dunker off the tackle, Iowa. Wow, a lot of my guys on the fly off the board again. It's like a run. Like my guys will go and then my guys won't go. This is a big time pick. I love it. Jennings Dunker, phenomenal pick. I think could be an all pro in this league. Off the tackle, love it. This is a big time dude. Can run in, can maul you in the run game and kill you in the and protect in the pass game. Now, questions about is he going to be a tackle or a guard? I don't think it matters. I think this guy's for sure going to make it at guard. So even if he's not a tackle, I think he's going to be a hell of a guard. Love the pick by the Steelers. Wow, this is a phenomenal pick. This is a steal for them, dude. He should not have fall. He's damn near, this dude was damn near a fourth round pick. This should not have happened. Flat out. So I'll say that right now. I will say that right now. That should not have happened. Uh, that should not happen for sure. Love it. This dude, yeah, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. This is the NFL made a mistake letting this guy go this far, man. They made a big mistake. Like this guy's nasty. Iowa, like they had about 3 or 4 linemen I liked in this draft class. All of them in it. The whole interior off the line I love from center and both the guards. Bo Stevens, Jennings Dunker, and Logan Jones. So, he might have been a tackle. I mean, Jennings might have been a tackle at Iowa. So, but you get what I'm saying. Like I love all 3 of those guys. They're going to be studs in the NFL. Really good players. Dude, like I don't know. I don't understand. But yeah, I mean, Steelers get a steal of a pick. So, and you know, like I said, McCarthy wants to run the ball, so you need to have guys that can do that. If you're gonna, force him to run the ball on people, in the hair, and his personality. I watched the Senior Bowl interview live. I watched it live. He has a personality. He reminds me of Quinn Mears for the Broncos. Quinn Mears is elite now. I remember I wanted Quinn Mears in Seattle, and we didn't draft him. I think we drafted somebody who's probably not even on the team anymore in the league or anything good. But yeah, this is the first good pick the Steelers have made since they drafted Jermaine Bernard in the second round at 47th overall. So I'll say that right now. Um, I like it. Okay, here we go. Minnesota and Seattle's coming up next. Minnesota's back to back. Be interested to see what they get. They've taken 2, big D tackles. If Bank to stay healthy, you're gonna dwarf Seattle on what they're and literally, physically, and literally like in every way, size wise. Taking Galladay from Cincinnati. It's gonna be real interesting to see who they take right here with this pick, these next 2 picks, and then Seattle and Jacksonville, and I'm out of here, flat out. Then this is some crazy stuff, bro. This draft is no joke. Um, but yeah, here we go. And they're going right to commercial. Okay. Um, let me see. Let me see his Lakers Rockets. Um, good fadeaway. Boom. Give me that. Let me Sammy, you good? Yeah, I gotta watch more Barham, and honestly, I need to watch more Lawrence. Only thing I've seen a couple clips from Lawrence, but I gotta watch more Lawrence. And I gotta watch more Barham. So I probably put some later evaluation on those guys. How I truly feel about them. Like so, that's for sure. But no, I'm telling you, like, dude, my Jennings Dunker just went big time pick. Eli Raridon, big time pick. My guy Chris Bell, I've been telling you about him the whole time. Just went. Uh, like Chris Bell is elite at Louisville, wide receiver. So, um, superstar. It's gonna be a stud. Everybody talk about Jeremiah Smith. Chris Bell is another version of Jeremiah Smith. He's way really big and really fast and catch the ball and can get open. He killed Miami this year. Here we go. Lakers, Lakers, Lakers. Oh my gosh. Is it Rockets? No, no, no. Wait, it's Rockets ball, right? Oh, timeout Lakers. Timeout Lakers. Okay. Yeah, they ain't commercial right now. So there ain't much going on. But when they get back, yeah, let's see what the Vikings take. They're taking all defensive guys, so it'll be interesting to see what they take, who they draft. Um, yeah, let me see. 2 more picks than Seattle and Jacksonville. Like I guess I'm getting out of here, and I'm gonna go enjoy some. I hope this is a pick I like, so I can at least get off in a good mood. We only have 1 more pick after this if we draft, so hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, let me see. Lakers Rockets. Oh, look, they're coming back right now. I just heard them say they have 7 picks, like a couple picks left. Um, Was it 3 point game? Lakers Rockets 108 112. This is embarrassing for the NBA, dude. I mean, who's really watching this? Let me honestly, like I love to see the numbers that come out of this, like whole. I love to see the things that come out of this, the ratings that come out of this Lakers Rockets game thing. Lakers Rockets playoff game. It can't be good compared to the NFL draft. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The Vikings are taking. Who did you just take? Oh, boom! Caleb Tiernan tackle Northwestern. I like it. Here's the thing. I'm not even sure he's a tackle, but I think this guy's going to be a stud, whether it's tackle or guard. I like it. Oh, he's 6'7", 320. So like, I like it. I like Caleb Tiernan. I like it. I like it. It's interesting because I'm pretty sure they still have I forget it, but I know they have Darisaw and they have I forget the other guy's name, uh, Brian O'Neill. So this is an interesting take. I'm pretty sure I can go check that because I'm pretty sure they both still there. So this is interesting, but shoot, I like it. I like Caleb Turner. He's a stud. Gonna be a stud. Uh, can move people, all that. Can pass protect. The Vikings got a really good quality player here. And so the Vikings have really, really issues off the line too. I think this may be a more of a health thing too. Like, hey, we need some insurance behind Darisaw, maybe Brian Flores. Boom! Jacob Thomas, Miami safety. I love it, man. I'm telling you, like Brian Flores is getting some weapons. Like, I mean, that's a really good pick if you're the Vikings. Like, given, I mean, that guy can be a Devon Witherspoon type guy, another one, Keontae Scott type, just at the safety spot. The question is going to be, can he cover? We know he can thump. We know he can play the run. Can he cover? And even then, I think Brian Flores. I mean, Brian Flores is one of the best minds in the game, so he's going to be able to know how to utilize him. And whatever weaknesses he has is not really be exposed. I mean, this guy can come and thump and come and cover in the NFL. I think he can do both at a high level. I think the Vikings just got one hell of a player, bro. He forces turnovers. Attacks the ball and coverage, like everything, bro. I think the guy Vikings got a stud. I think they got a stud right here with Jacob Thompson. They're having one hell of a defensive draft. And honestly, their draft last year was really of a dud of a draft. So the best guy they got might have been the kicker Turner. At least the guy I noticed the most last year when I watched the Vikings. So yeah, I like this. I like this. They're having that now. This is the team that's winning to me. You ask me about like who the biggest winners. The draft guys they're having. I feel like the Vikings are winning right now. And here comes Seattle. Now my heart's a little racing because I'm not. Now I was like, okay, who's going to be the pick? Do we take Mike Washington? Oh, stop it. Who's Seattle taking her? Boom, Julian Neal corner, Arkansas. Wow, this is a little shocking to me. I got to be honest. Of the corners left on the board, I'm not the biggest fan of this. Now, Julian Neal played on a horrible defense at Arkansas, so I got to go do more research to see if it was really a him thing or an Arkansas thing. So maybe McDonald sees something here. He's like, man, this guy's really good, just on a bad defense. I wasn't too high on Julian Neal at corner. The fact that he got taken over Jerome McCoy shocks me, especially to a team like Mike McDonald in Seattle. To like literally just pass on him is crazy. But yeah, hold on, let me see this. Yeah, I mean, let me see perimeter corners. They got Neal. I would like Keith Dabney over him. I would like Ezekiel Masses from Cal over him. I would like TJ Hall from Iowa. Uh, let me see. Let me see. I would like maybe even Devin Moore from Florida. I think it's a Keith Abney. So wasn't the guy I'm super high on? Iverson McCutcheon. Like that wasn't a guy I was super high on, honestly, when it comes to Julian Neal. I really wasn't. But maybe McDonald sees something that he's like, okay, I can take this guy and make him something, make him a better player. All that. Boom. Jalen Husky from Maryland, corner. Wow. This is crazy. Wow. Okay, so these are two dudes were not on great teams last year, and two really good teams take a chance on both of them. This is a really, really interesting pick for both teams. I mean, Julian Neal, he did have two interceptions. I mean, wow. I mean, like I said, I think you look at more of the Fresno State tape and say, okay, he's a really good player that we believe we can maximize. It just was on a bad team, and we can maximize this kid. I think it's gonna be a big question for Seattle. Because when you look at the some of the plays he's making plays on the ball. And so I see it. Jalen Husky at Maryland. This is another guy. I mean, he was not on a very good Maryland team. Uh, so I have to get more eyes on on Husky. To be honest, I'm not gonna sit here and just make up reports on people. I'm not one of those people that do that. So I have to watch more on Husky. But uh, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how this pans out, how this goes in the future with Husky. But yeah, I mean, this is look great second, third round. Took longer than I. It was going fast for a while. That took longer than I thought to end. So, oh, it's a safety now. So ESPN says it's a safety. NFL Draft Live says ESPN says a corner. NFL Draft Live says he's a safety. I don't know what's going on right now, but it look like these don't even know what's going on with him. But this is a second, third round. I thought it was going to go a lot faster than this, but it didn't. It was going that way for a while. Didn't end up that way. But like I said, I'm gonna be back here fifth, seventh round, no fourth, seventh round tomorrow. Like last stream and the whole thing. So simple as that. It's gonna be back. Questions, questions, questions. Please, like the more y'all comment, the better. The more people comment, the more people talk, the better it is for me. The easier it is for me. I try to keep engaging that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the point of this. So yeah, simple as that.